Hello. Hi. Wait, I forgot to put my jacket on. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hey, Quantity. Hey, Theo. Hey, Dee Dee. How's it going? Yeah, Quantity, that's okay. Go ahead and, feel free to redeem. Just tell me what their names are, and I'll, write that down real quick. Of course, I need a new card for that. Yeah, sorry about the delay. OBS seemed to be... either OBS or my network. Something was basically... oh, thank you. OBS or the network was basically fighting me in terms of bitrate for some reason. So I essentially had to figure that out. We're making tea and everything, so it should be fine. But yes, so I will quickly do a quick... oh, also I kind of fooled around with a bunch of other stuff too. I don't know why my... oh, wait a minute. Does that take my jacket off? Okay, that's fine. One for Nino, one for your bestie Pyre. Pier? Okay. Sorry, give me one moment. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I will go over it. But yeah, I actually did a couple things. So as you can see, I added a new redeem, and someone already redeemed it. Check it out. So, and also I decided to try out V-Bridger again, because I had V-Bridger and I wanted to see if it actually worked, because last time I tried to use it, it kind of worked. But I tried again, and hey, it seems like all the tracking is even better. So, quite happy with that. But now that that's out of the way, I will get right into the tarot. Now, because we're starting, and there may be new people, I will go over the rules. Not the rules, but how this works, just again. So, here are the rules. Basically, with this tarot reading that I do, it's a unique one that I personally made up. A spread that I made up, I mean. It's a typical 3-card spread, but there's a specific way that I do it, being that it is as follows. So, we have 3 cards, 1 major arcana and 2, and then we have 2 minor arcana. The major arcana represents a challenge in the short term. Like, this is a short-term tarot reading. Absolutely just what's upcoming, what might be coming in the week, nothing too major. It's basically just like, this is like what coming in the week. That's how I viewed it. I mean, if you want to interpret it as otherwise, feel free. The next 2 are, the second one is your minor arcana, which is your asset. Your asset being what you can use and what is part of you to be able to overcome said challenge that's coming on. And the third one is your obstacle, which is what will get in your way in addressing said challenge. That's basically how my spread works. But to preface this, as I kind of want to, at the end of the day, I do tarot for fun. This is not something that I would say I would advise you to take as like true advice or take on as much as you want. It's kind of like a reference point and everything. I'm gonna win this. I don't think this is one of those things that you win. But yeah, in this case, it's one of those things that's very much just take it as you will. It may or may not be true, but I view it as a way of sort of looking into your own mind and, well, just helping you focus on one thing to be able to progress forward. It's not exactly oh, this is exactly what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's the way I see it. But I've been getting a lot of good reviews, I guess, so if you want to take it as anything beyond that, because I just see it as some sort of trendy, have fun sort of deal, I can at least say that the cards art itself are about, they're like over 10 years old, so they're pretty old cards that I've kept with me for a while now, and so far everything's been pretty correct right now. So, yeah, take that as you will. Now, I will shuffle. And I think I'm first gonna do quantities, because I want to do quantities for next time. And then I'll do Piers and Nino. Let me write that down just so I don't butcher their names either. No, and just so I have that on hand. And then I will do one for anyone that requested it here, because I do that for a queue. And I'm willing to do some free ones, of course, just because it is the night for it and everything, yeah. But if anyone has any suggestions for people that aren't here, I don't mind trying it to see how it works, because typically I like to do it when people are in present, but also this is a stream. You're not exactly present in front of me, so who knows? We might as well break all the rules that we can, yeah? Right. So, but how's everyone doing? Monday's pretty much over so far, and obviously I don't want to stay silent while just shuffling these cards, because that would be kind of dull. The rules is that thing that your Jorgen von Stranglehold is enforces all the time and destroys. Oh hey, Temmie, thanks for the sub. Also hey, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Wait, you gifted 6 tier 1 subs? Are you crazy? Oh, total. That's what it is. But thank you still. Thank you. That's quite kind of you. Jesus. All right. I'm sorry. I'm still learning stream elements, but that is what it is. Ooh, grab the card. Yes. 1 second. I want to do. Yeah, that's it. All right. I'm putting a little more music for myself too, because doing this all in silent is dumb. Yeah, I don't know. It's a learning experience. Doing well. Managed to beat 3 dudes for the Great Jar today. Tough but worth it. Finally, medium roll effect. Oh, you got the Great Jar charm. That one that gives you a more Great Jar's arsenal. Yeah, that's the charm. Fantastic. More weight. Love that charm. I think I use that on a lot of mine. You'll be BRB in a bit. Gotta go get dinner. Take your time. Take your time. No rush. Okay. 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. Yeah, shuffling these cards. I feel like I've complained about them a lot, but shuffling these cards is an ordeal because of how big they are. They are much bigger than playing cards, and I also want to make sure I take care not to bend them or damage them because I like these cards. I've had them for a while and I have good memories with them. Memories of younger days. Yeah, I'll keep admitting it. I bought these because I was really into Persona back then. If you using math, if you shuffle properly, you can get true randomization in 7 shuffles. 7 shuffles. I mean, oh, my voice is equal to slow. Oh, whoops. Okay, 1 second. Let me fix that. How's that? Sound good? Thank you. Thank you. As probably everyone's seen, volume balance is not exactly easy when you can't hear the volume itself. Yeah. Randomization in 7 shuffles. I see. I mean, I don't even know if my process of shuffling is correct, because I usually just do a divided by 2 and just kind of change the cards. But hey. Oh, too quiet now? Okay, let me see what I can do then. And then I'll just boost my microphone. So, if I somehow shout, I apologize, because I feel like I peaked my mic earlier today when I was getting excited, but hey. How's that, though? I did a little more balancing. Alright, that's Major Arcana shuffled. And then we'll do Minor Arcana. Oh. But yeah, kind of hot. It's hot. So for me, after stream, I went grocery shopping and got all my stuff. Decided to treat myself to some sushi because I was in a good mood. Just a very good mood. Feels like despite, it being Monday and all, I was having a pretty good day so far. Got some stuff done. Decided to try to implement some other things. Like now we have a new redeem, and I decided to do V-Bridger. And there's other stuff I'm investigating, trying to get that set up as well. So, in fact, actually, I'm gonna do a quick test. So I'm gonna do the blasphemous self head pat. Because I actually didn't realize this, but I want to see this again. Sorry for the test, live test. I have my code still. Ah, yes, I see. Okay. So when the head pat turns off, I go back to what I was wearing originally. So, good to know. Did you get the dono thing showing real numbers yet? Where is my dono thing? The dono bar, 1 second. And it should be showing real numbers. I think it's only piping it through stream elements. Thank you. Hey, Fro, how's it going? Where did it go? Hold on a minute. Nation overlay? Yeah, wait a minute. What the heck? Ah, here we go. Wait, what? Wait a minute, what? Oh, it's doing that thing again. Ah, okay. Why? There we go. All right. Final numbers and not pure donations didn't look so empty. I'll do that. So that's okay. Done with War Crimes on RimWorld and here to hang out. Nice. More conversions for the robot overlords. Yeah, it's there. I actually just figured out how to change the text, so as you can see, to be determined, TBD. So it'll be like that for probably the rest of the evening, but I'll fix that later. But it can't be helped. And besides, I'm not doing it for the money. Like, it's nice. I'll do that so we have something pretty to look at, but for sure, because I want to show everyone's achievements and everything they're contributing towards. But hey, for now, yeah. I'm just here to have fun and make people have fun and have, enjoy their day. That's all. Now, okay, I believe this should be shuffled. So quantity, we'll start off with yours because I wasn't able to get to yours last time. And so your cards are, I see, okay. Let me set that up real quick and also get the meanings. Because, because I'm a showman, I like to actually set things up properly to some degree. Let's change this properties to that card and this one to this card right here. Perfect. And this card to that card again. That card's been coming up a lot lately. So, okay, we'll do this one. Great. Wrong window. Okay, so that's all set up. Now we will go to consult the mighty Google, for those who don't care about my jokes. And we'll find the meanings. Okay, perfect. So, another note, because I forgot to mention it. Basically, what the spread also works is that, and I guess an explanation about tarot. Tarot has a meaning for each card that I'm pretty sure everyone knows, but tarot also has a meaning behind the card reversed. So if the card is upside down, you'll have a different meaning that's typically more negative, or the shadow, quote-unquote, side of the card. So the way my spread works is that the first card is basically more of a negative challenge to overcome, and the second one's positive, and the third one's negative. Hey, God King Killer, welcome. Welcome, how's it going? YOLO indeed. Hell of a greeting, that's for sure. Oh, wait, okay, that's fine. That's so clean. But we'll start off. So, quantity. Your first card is the Lovers. I'm doing tarot readings. I'm doing tarot readings for anyone that wants them. So, first I'm doing everyone that's asked for requests, and then I'm doing them for anyone that's sticking around and wants to watch. So, mostly just a fun thing for me. Otherwise, I'll just be chatting and goofing off, because this takes a lot of time grinding. What is it? Not grinding. It takes a lot of time to shuffle. All right, Temmie, I'll add you next to the list on the free list. Because if anyone decides to redeem, I'm going to oblige them first if you don't mind. But yeah, tarot cards, having fun, persona, blah, blah, blah. Typical whatever fun stuff. Oh, that also works too. Yeah, sure. All right. No longer on the free list. This is the Lovers card. So, to go into the explanation. So this is a tarot card. Now, to go back to what I was saying, the Lovers card, the key words that are represented in this are love, harmony, relationships, values, alignment, choices, and the reverse is self-love, disharmony, imbalance, misalignment of values. And typically, this is a card that I think hijacks any reading and turns it into a relationship reading. Fun. But in essence, it seems like you're challenged just by from my understanding from the last time I did this too, the Lovers card representation also could mean a decision, since there's like two people and everything, and a sort of options you have to figure out between the two. So, hey, take that as you will. But to go over the summary, in its purest form, the Lovers card represents conscious connections in meaningful relationships. The arrival of this card, this is the upright. Right. No, this has to be negative. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, start from the top again. The Lovers card is pure love and harmony. Reverse, it can signal a time when you're out of sync with those around you, particularly your loved ones. You may find your relationships are strained and communication is challenging. Does it seem as if you're not on the same page and no longer shares the same values? If so, come back to the reason you know this person in your life. The Lovers reverse can also reflect that the feelings within a relationship are not mutual. It also speaks to self-love and respect. If the Lovers reverse shows up in a reading, you might face a tough choice with significant consequences. It can also suggest inner conflicts and being at war with yourself rather than with external forces. So, to interpret that, it's essentially your challenge is either something that's relationship-based, where either you're going through a rough time in the relationship, or there's some decisions, blah, 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 the typical, like, oh, hey, how's my spouse doing, something along those lines. I can't speak to it, that's your own thing, but it could be with that. The other meaning is just you have a decision that's coming up, or a hard choice with consequences, as I explained, and as I said, that you might be worrying about, that will be addressed or needs to be addressed within the following week. So that's what your challenge could potentially be. Now, for your asset to be able to overcome all this, it is the Nine of Cups. Minor Arcana, first one, and the keywords are for the upright: contentment, satisfaction, gratitude, wish come true. The reversed is inner happiness, materialism, dissatisfaction, and indulgence. With that being the case, we'll read this as the upright because this is your asset. You know those moments when you glance around and feel your heart overflowing with love and appreciation for everything you've created in your life? That's what the Nine of Cups is about. Emotional fulfillment, happiness, and contentment. This is what a Nine of Cups is often called the wish card. It comes as a sign that the planets are aligned and you have everything you wish for. The Nine of Cups is an invitation to splurge, indulge in life, indulge and enjoy life's pleasures. This includes enjoying good food and wine, appreciating the art, making love, I don't know why that's written there, relaxing in a luxurious resort, or experiencing beauty. When you see the Nine of Cups in a reading, remember to count your blessings and express gratitude for what you have. Start or end every day by creating a small mental list of the 3 things which you are most grateful. One thing to keep in mind with the Nine of Cups is that he is sitting on a wooden bench that is comfortable for only a limited period. Realize that contentment and fulfillment too are only temporary, as everything is always in a state of change. That's why it's so important to appreciate what you have now and cherish it, because it may disappear later, or you may need to adjust and adapt. So, your asset, to interpret it, is, well, I guess reflect on what you got and be happy with what you got. Kind of a blunt assessment, maybe, but just along the lines of, hey, you know, you might have it good, or whatever you're worrying about may not be so huge, or you're just kind of looking at the wrong thing or focusing too much on it. So, I guess it's like your happiness and contentment and everything that's positive about it will be your asset in this. But, of course, it could also just be, you also need to be flexible to be able to adapt to any difficulties that may occur. So that's your asset. Your detriment. Your obstacle is the 10 of Pentacles. Now, keywords are wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and contribution for the upright meaning. The reverse is the dark side of wealth, financial failure, or loss. Picture starting to form. I think I had something pop up early today. I might be picking up on that. Oh, maybe. Now, continuing on, the reverse. I've actually had this card a couple times, so I'm getting a sense of it. It's wealth accumulation. It's almost like wealth in its surest regard. Basically, upright 10 of Pentacles is about wealth accumulation, and established family and home life and attainment in the material realm. Comes as a reminder that sometimes wealth can be a trap. When you surround yourself with expensive things and live a luxurious lifestyle, you may want more and more and never feel satisfied with what you have. The 10 of Pentacles reverse may show that you're experiencing challenges or setbacks with financial or job security and family stability. Your investments may have lost significant value, and your marriage may be on the rocks. So, to interpret that, I guess it's just, well, you may not be satisfied with what you got. Could be that an obstacle of yours could just be material needs or financial needs to be able to get there, or to reach whatever goal you got. It's, you know, that difficult thing. Beyond that, just because of everything going on, I almost want to call it a, hey, money might be your problem, or you might be too focused on money. That'll prevent you from addressing whatever's going on. So that's what these cards are saying, at least, and how I'm interpreting it. But that is your reading quantity. So I will begin shuffling for the other 2 that you decide to get points for. But yeah. So that's for anyone that's new, that's a tarot reading for you. Just kind of me doing the thing. Descriptive, right? It's basically I'm trying to understand the meaning so I can, and hopefully I can try to read something a little more. But hey, I'm doing it for fun. I find it like a very intriguing thing and very relaxing thing to do. And plus I can also chat and hang out. Yeah. But now we'll move on to Nino, because you listed Nino first, and then we'll do Pierre and Tammy's afterwards, so that we have 3. Oh, and my plan is to go for all of them and maybe go 2. It's neat being able to go, it's speaking to me for real. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Except when a card is about impending doom. Yeah, that's like 1 card, but even then. The way I do this is like, the spread's purpose of this is just kind of like problem solving. Like you have an issue. Here's what you can take a look at, perspective you can take at it. Because, I don't know, the brain's flexible. If you got the, if you're in the right mindset, you can kind of figure out any problem eventually. It's just a matter of getting to that mindset sometimes. So even if I get a card like the Tower, which the Tower represents like disaster and unavoidable change, in that aspect, honestly, I just go like, yeah, well, here's how you may have to cope with it. That's just how I see it. But yeah, this is nothing more than just like a randomized number generator, at least how I see it, for, you know, training your brain to look at something more differently or focus on something that you already know, you know, that sort of thing. And if you want to take it from a mystic approach, hey, feel free. I'm not stopping you. You're free to believe that. And like I said, even I'm a little super superstitious. This is a deck of cards I own for 10 years. 10 years in great condition and stored really well that I've taken out multiple times for tarot readings for throughout the ages. So yeah, if that's not worth something, it's, I don't know. It's got sentimentality at least. Now, major arcana are shuffled. Time to shuffle the minor arcana. 10 years of energy stored. Exactly. It's probably more than 10, but hey. Whatever you want to interpret it as. So, at the end of the day, it's just fun. Like, I'm not here to kind of convince other people what to think or, you know, change other people's minds. It's it's just all fun. Like, even if you don't believe it, that's perfectly fine too. It's like, I really don't mind. So, it's all about enjoying yourself. And I'm here doing what I'm finding fun. That's all. Okie doke. All right. I itch my ear. Oh, sorry. It's just I'm just so hot right now because the temperature, of course, is still really high, and I can't wait for winter. And you'll hear me complain about this a lot because can't stand the heat. Really cannot stand it. Oh well. So I hope y'all are at least staying hydrated, or at least right now in a different hemisphere where it's kind of cooler for you, because I am dying. I do not like it. But then I'll probably complain about the cold, but I'll at least have, like, honestly, I play games and I run VTube, so obviously my computer is going to be hot with the amount of RAM usage I have. So yeah, I'm gonna stay warm during the winter. The only time I'm gonna ever have trouble is if I'm just traveling or like I have to leave my apartment. But I'm basically neat, so no worries about that. I'm not worried about that. Ha! Also the insects. I'm so sick of the insects. I'm so very sick of the insects. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now. Let's see then. So Kwani though, can you tell me a little bit about Nino, just to get an idea? I mean, otherwise I'm kind of doing this for an empty name. It's like, not that it's a big deal, but it's just like, might as well play into the role and whatever. Just a little bit of detail, something light, something, I don't know, fun fact that works too, make it an icebreaker. Behold, I've tricked you. You're all now sitting in one of those awkward icebreaker situations where you now need to share a favorite color. All part of my scheme, so now you have to mingle. Time to make friends. Or at least get to know your coworkers even though, so I can pretend I actually care, but I don't. Corporate. Nino is described as a very empathetic person who tends to want the truth of things. They hate practical jokes and love Atronauts and Fire Emblem. I like them. I seem to like them, because Atron Odyssey is a great series. Fucking love it. Great series, and I can't wait for there to be a Switch title. But for Nino, their cards are... Oh, wait, right, I gotta set everything up. Hold on. I got to do all this. See, also, part of why I'm doing this is because I want to do this very quickly, too. So if I can do this quickly, I can, I don't have to spend too much time between, and I can also pump these out as fast as possible. So it's just one of those things. Okay. That the meaning's all drawn up. Now I just gotta load everything in. It's like some sort of weird dual monsters thingamajig. I feel like in a weird way, I could probably make a setup here that's like, hey, let's play some card game and load all the images here. It'd be fun. It'd be kind of quite fun, actually. Not that I play that many card games, but it's just an idea. Probably something a little more reactive, though. Blackjack day. Yeah, exactly. Wait, but then you guys can see my hand. That wouldn't be fair at all. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, sorry, that's a spoiler. Oops, my bad. This one. I believe that's all set up. So now, with that being done, OBS, please. Okay, so their first card is the Empress. Now, the Empress's keywords are femininity, beauty, nature, nurturing, and abundance for the upright. For the reversed, it's creative block, dependence on others, and on another note, one weird quirk about tarot is that if there's a person involved in the card, or the person's the subject, I guess, it could represent a specific person involved as well, so not necessarily like a concept or a thematic thing, but it can also just represent, hey, this is a person that it's describing. Also, it's a bit more gendered, I guess, with like female being female, male being male, but doesn't really work for the modern day, so I don't really focus on that. So just take it as like a person with whatever traits are described in the tarot card descriptions. But so, for the challenge, to read the reverse, the Empress encourages you to make self-love and self-care a priority. Now is the time to bring your loving energy and focus to yourself, especially if you have been giving away your personal power by placing too much emphasis on another person's emotional or material needs, thus neglecting your own. Book a girls' weekend, or go to a walk on your own, or start a creative project that's just for you. It's essential that you fill your cup and care for yourself so you can take care of others without resentment. You may also crave a stronger connection with nature and Mother Nature. Now is the perfect occasion to spend even just a few hours in a natural setting such as a beach, park, or garden. It can also suggest that you're feeling a creative block, especially in birthing a new idea or expressing yourself creatively. You may worry whether it will be a success if your work is appealing to others. For now, don't bother about what others think. The important thing is that you keep your creative energy to flow, even if it means keeping your newest creations private to only you. The Empress reverse may call your attention to issues around body image as well, and in your relationship, you may take the mothering role too far, becoming too overprotective, codependent, and controlling. Yeah, a lot. So, in terms of what to interpret this as, I'm gonna say it's just a matter of you've probably been straining yourself to help others, or do, in essence, being focused on other people's needs that probably should focus on your own stuff. Either whether it's your care, or your real well-being, or I'm just gonna say your hobbies. Like we'll just chalk it up as that. If you want to talk about the Empress as an individual, look out for motherly figures. So that's your challenge. That's the challenge that you have to address. Hey Theo, welcome back. Now the asset to address all these is the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles, the keywords are upright, financial loss, poverty, lack of mindset, and isolation and worry. Look for mothers. All right, Kakuin, calm down there. Reversed is recovery from financial loss or spiritual poverty. Now, because this is your asset, it is always going to be positive, so I'm going to try to read the upright. If there is no positives, then I'll try to put a positive spin on it. Cheating. So, Five of Pentacles is a card of financial loss and poverty. You have hit hard times, especially when it comes to your work, career, finances, and material possessions. You may have recently lost your job, your home, or your financial security. You no longer feel safe because it has all been stripped away from you in one blow. Your ego may also be bruised, especially since success often correlates to financial wealth. In the times of need, your Five of Pentacles indicates that you feel isolated and alone, just like the two people in the card. You feel as if you've been left in the cold. You may wonder, why is no one coming to help me? It may appear as if no one cares anymore. However, since the windows in the church are lit up, help is nearby, but you're too focused on your problems to notice. At the times, the Five of Pentacles highlights a lack mindset. You're sabotaging your ability to create abundance because you only focus on what you lack. All you can see is what is going wrong. To shift the energy, look for evidence of what you do have, even if it's very small or seemingly insignificant. And express your gratitude for those blessings in your life. Similarly, the Five of Pentacles suggests that you fear you don't have enough, or you may lose something important to you, even if it hasn't happened yet or is unlikely. For example, you may live in fear that you'll lose your job and will be left in the streets with no home or no support. So yeah, that's kind of negative. So I'm just going to read the reverse, because the reverse is the opposite of it. Five of Pentacles reversed indicates an end to difficult times, particularly if you have recently suffered a major financial hit or job loss. And this is for Quantity's friend Nino. because Kwani decided to do 2 other ones for friends. So, hey, Nolan, welcome. Verse 5 of Pentacles can sometimes illuminate persistence of inner and spiritual poverty. It may also worry that you don't have enough, especially when it comes to money and material possessions, and you find the fixation of material things causing harm to your spirit and mindset, and it's time to stop. Well, honestly, this is kinda a tough one as an asset, because it's all, hey, things are lacking right now, or your mindset is lacking. So the way I'm just gonna interpret it is, it's more like you may be unaware of them, but you have a lot of benefits that you do not see, whether it be not just financial mindset. So you may have something along the lines of either, yeah, exactly, help is nearby. But it's one of those things that, and I'm going to expand it to just also, help may not be something you recognize yet. So whether it might be something that is available to you, but you're not taking it because of either a mindset or, a visibility thing. It's one of those things where you might have, maybe a bit of a tangent, but sometimes you might meet someone who obviously is in a hard place and you want to help them, or things are difficult. And I've been there a lot, and because there's plenty of people that I've wanted to help, and it sucks because and there's a very hard lesson in terms of all that, where you gotta, to help someone, they want to be helped. If they don't want to be helped or don't recognize they need that help, you can't. It's tough that way. So that being the case, this is almost from the flip side of just someone telling you, hey, it may seem bleak, but there are ways you can get help, or there are things that you can utilize to get you out of your situation. It's just stuff that is not visible to you. So if you broaden your mindset, you change your mind, or you look at different ways, or just admit, hey, a little help wouldn't be bad, then that would be your asset right there. It's just basically, it's in a weird abstract way, like to say, you have plenty of assets and you can get yourself out of the situation, but a change of mindset might be your greatest help in all this, or some other way. So, complicated. Yeah, this is a lot more complicated. Exactly. Just ask for help, reach out, and do something like that. That's a way, I think, to interpret it. Yeah, it's a difficult card to interpret, because it's very much of, hey, things are, problematic, but, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel or whatever. Now, your downside, your obstacle is the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of themes about money. So another thing I should note about tarot readings are that each card, the minor arcana each have different themes to it. I don't really remember them, but some of the major ones are like, Pentacles are coins. They represent money most of the time. That's the theme of the minor arcana, but up to you. I don't know. I personally don't like making them that specific, because then it's harder to hit the note, that whole trick, blah, 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 randomized. Yeah. So, but I'll get to it. So the meanings of this card: upright is hard work, productivity, routine, and conservatism. Reversed is self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, and perfectionism. If I get a 3 of Pentacles, do I get a jackpot? I feel like you need like 3 10 of Pentacles. You need 3 of the same card, and because there's no same cards here, too bad. Anyways, yes. So because this is negative, I'm going to say that reversed is going to be the more productive one. The more relevant one to this slot. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Do you need greater self-discipline and commitment to achieve your goals? Instead of trying new things or dreaming up more ideas, the reverse of Knight of Pentacles encourages you to establish a schedule or routine for yourself and stick to it until you've completed your assigned task. Okay, this is not my reading. Stop calling me out. The reverse Knight of Pentacles may also point to a journey of self-development and improvement in which a routine will support your success. For example, you may create a healthy eating plan or exercise schedule for yourself to help you become more fit and healthy. On the flip side, the Knight of Pentacles also suggests that you are feeling stuck in the daily grind and life has become boring and dull. While you may have implemented a routine and schedule to increase your productivity and efficiency, you are now finding it stifling to your creativity and innovation. Perhaps you've become unadventurous, overly conservative, and resistant to change. You may prefer to just stay home while others are out having fun and taking risks. There's nothing wrong with a quiet night in. However, you may be isolating yourself from others or losing the interest of your friends. Try to get out more and be open to new experiences. The reverse Knight of Pentacles can also warn you of becoming a perfectionist in how you approach your work. Have you caught yourself being critical of others who do not share the same attention to detail as you, or becoming quickly frustrated when the work is not the same standard as you? When your hard work is appreciated, you do not want to lose the support of others along the way, and maybe just soften your approach. You want me to add you to the list, please? Sure, I can do that. You're behind 2 more, and anyone on the chat is on the list if they request it. That's fine, but I'll have to bump you down if you don't use a point redeem, just cause, well, you gotta use a point redeem. Well, you know, there's got to be some perk to using it, yeah. So of course, I'll do yours down the road, Nolan. Don't worry. And we got plenty of time. But anyways, to interpret this is the Knight of Pentacles, kind of straightforward. And I guess in context of the other two is probably getting too withdrawn, too focused on yourself, trying too hard to perfectly address all of it without causing issues to others. Because if you're being a perfectionist, if you are being too resistant to change and trying to stubbornly get through it all, and as well as kind of being stuck in the routine, focused on productivity and efficiency, I very much think it's just you're taking too much on your own. It's like your obstacle in this case is very much yourself being too stubborn to rely on others, and I even want to say, I guess, not wanting to trouble others. It's a typical thing. I've met a lot of people. In fact, it's like something very much I found with talking with people is that folks usually ask, like, I can see a lot of people struggling, and then they feel like, hey, I don't want to bother other people. I'm having difficulties. They may be having more difficulties of their own. People are very kind in that aspect. It's a very respectable thing, and it's very considerate, but it's dumb. We're human beings. We're not perfect. The only way we've got success is not because each individual one of us are super strong, but it's because we work together. You know, you ask for help, you get some help. So it doesn't hurt. It doesn't reflect anything against you for asking for help or doing things that way. But for this spread, it's very much, I think, in context is to go from the top is, let's say, spending too much time on others and being too considerate, I guess, and you need to put some focus on self-care and mental self-care. You have ways to do that. You have your assets. You can, it may not be, you may seem like you're trapped, but you got assets and ways to go around that. It's just a matter of broadening your horizons and just ask for help. And the last one is, well, your obstacle in all this is just being too stubborn about it and not reaching out to it could be preventing you from achieving those things and addressing said self-care and self-help. It's very much, yeah, you have people that want to support you. You have things that you can lean on that you may not expect that could get you out of your situation. That's what I'm getting out of these cards and the interpretation of it all. And that's Nino's tarot reading. So we'll move on to Pierre's. So that leaves with Pierre, Temmie, and Nolan. You're the first on the free list. So we will get to you after Pierre and Temmie, so long as no one gets past it. I'm definitely curious how they take this one. They probably don't even realize it. Who knows? Who knows? I just hope I'm not digging too much, because I've done a couple tarot readings where people just accuse me of, are you sure you're setting this up ahead of time? And that hurts my integrity, because it's no fun if I'm setting these up ahead of time. These are cards, you know? It's fun playing around and shuffling with them, so why would I make them up ahead of time? Plus, I have to read the definitions. Do I really look like someone who... Well, actually, don't answer that. But I really don't want to bother just spending the time studying this to make this up, like, ahead of time, so... Yeah. This could be a podcast just reading card meanings? Yes. Honestly, though, it would be a good idea for a podcast and for tarot card readings, not just for the meanings, but there's a lot of... Tarot cards are interesting in the fact that they have a lot of symbolism behind them, a lot of artistry, and their meaning can mean anything. And the way it's been utilized either in a lot of pop culture, and the only pop culture I can think of is Persona, is that they make some pretty interesting character dynamics out of it. Like, you can write a whole plot for all of those details and all the different characters and have their own little growth period, you know? As for Pierre, there's someone I had a very caring relationship with for a long time, like since high school. They're able to tell me how it is, provide deep emotional support and understanding, and have a firm grip on their surroundings. Sounds like a very good friend. Yep. Or I'm completely misinterpreting it, but otherwise I'm gonna say friend. Haha! It is the safest bet. If I've misinterpreted that, I'm sorry, but that's your business, not mine, and I hope you resolve that yourself. Just full disclosure, but I'm all in all, they do seem like a pretty good person here in life. Yeah, support pillar, exactly. Gotta respect those types of people, for sure. To anyone else, if you've got a person like that in your life, reach out sometime and say thank you. It's kind of dumb and might be a little maybe cheesy, but hey, sometimes we need a little cheesy in our life, and I feel like a lot of people will benefit from just showing a little bit of appreciation. It's funny that way. I've seen people go mad or get bitter because just purely communication, like the people they're around or whatever circumstance they're in, it leads to a misunderstanding where they may be taken for granted. So occasionally reach out and either show some sort of appreciation, whether with just some kind words or I don't know, just I don't know, a gift. Like, show affection your own way. And you can show affection to your friends. It's an important thing. And it's stupid that these days we might have to hold back or maybe misconstrued, or automatically you have to be in a relationship. Just, be heartwarming in a way that doesn't have to be romantic. Known them for over a decade? Aw, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, I think this deck is shuffled, so let's do one more pull, and then that's the Major Arcana. And let me take a sip of water, because I am melting right now. And I'll probably drink some tea, too. Yes, shuffle for days. Honestly, doing tarot cards also makes me... Ow, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, right, also the other ones. Yeah, wouldn't be bad. Actually, I appreciate the stretches a lot, because for some reason, I think I might have pushed myself a little too much when it comes to working out today, because my shoulder's been a little off. Not painful. It just feels like the muscle is a bit, like, it's feeling lazy is the best I can say. It'll feel better in a couple days, like in a day or so. It's definitely, because it's not pain. It's definitely not pain, nor do I feel like I overworked it or pulled it. It's just very much a, hey, I don't feel like working with you right now. So I'm thinking it's just very much I had a good workout. That's how I'm interpreting it. But if it gets worse, I promise to go see the proper professionals and stuff. Don't worry. I'll take care of myself. Like, I'm an adult. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm not used to that, but hey, if people wanted it, there you go. Alrighty then, now we shuffle. After this one, I'll drink some tea. I made some licorice tea. I haven't had it in a while, and I feel like I kind of wanted something for my throat, because I realized I've been talking a lot, and having a little bit of something would be good. And although I've been drinking a lot of lemon and ginger tea, some variety is nice once in a while. Yeah. Even if admittedly, I am a bit of a person of, like, habit. Like, I tend to gravitate towards, like, stuff I like, or doing the same specific thing. It's, a creature of comfort. So for me, I always do the same thing, either the same game or the same routine. Well, maybe not the same routine. That's up in the air. But, like, I usually eat the same foods or the same, like, snacks because, hey, I just really like what I like. Can I know you to read mine eventually? You can say no, I don't mind. No, of course. If you're on the list, you're on the list. I'll do it. If you want to use points, sure. And honestly, Theo, you're also using all your points to take care of me, so I will see what I can do. So I'll definitely do you after Nolan. I'll put you on the list. Like, I'd feel bad if I said no, for sure. And it is a new week, so there's nothing wrong with that. So let me write that down for you. Oh. Is my pen dying? No, my pen's doing great. I just shouldn't write it on my mouse pad. Okay, perfect. Now, cards are shuffled, so we will draw, and then I have to load everything in, because computers. Like, honestly, in a weird way, I've heard people make suggestions of me doing, and actually not even make suggestions, I've seen other people do this where they do, like, hand cams, and that's cool. That's very cool. Like, it's a good way of integrating, but for some reason, I want to have everything, like, digital. Like, being able to have a way to take all of these and turn them into, like, a digital medium and make it seem, like, very flashy and computer-esque, but it's still being, like, have a physical medium involved with it, too, yeah? Making a suggestion for you to eat as well. Don't worry, I had dinner before this. I'm totally fine. I eat dinner at 5 p.m. Like, I make sure to always stream after I eat. So if it's in the morning, it's after I eat breakfast. If it's in the afternoon, I've eaten dinner. Of course, that means if my morning stream goes past lunchtime, then I probably haven't eaten anything. Yeah. Okay. All right, now let's load these cards real quick. So let me move this window. And we browse. Whoops, scrolled too far. This card right here. This card. And honestly, yeah, going on the tarot meetings and designs, well, they're cool. I just think they're cool. Like, maybe like I just like okay. Personally, I like a lot of classic and mystical stuff. Like this card right here, like my deck right here is Rider-Waite, a very classical art style and everything. So that's just the stuff I like. I like stuff in their original case and original like design. It's just very cool. But nothing stopping you from getting something more fancy. Yeah. Now, what sword was this one? And the last one is that one. Okay. Although, one thing about V-Bridger is I feel like it might be a little sensitive to my mouth. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Maybe I have to play with parameters a little more. 8. Almost there. Where is it? No, too far. Here we go. Okay. These are new. These are actually interesting. These are cards I don't think I've ever drawn before, or in recent times at least. But we will get the meanings. Up it anymore, and you resemble those 200% facial expression memes. Oh, I love those. I really love like it's not even the 200 the memes. It's like the game's just modded so that the expression animations are way too active. Like I love seeing that break. It's fantastic. Oh, so good. I can't get enough of those. And this one. Okay, now, so we will begin with Pierre's tarot reading, which starts off with Zawarudo, Toki wa Tomare. No. Yes, you got Dio Brando. Dio Brando's your first card. So yeah, I hope you got a time-stopping stand that can match up with his, because you're totally stuck. But in all seriousness, keywords of the world are upright is completion, integration, accomplishment, and travel. Reversed is seeking personal closure, shortcuts, and delays. Now, this is supposedly a very positive card, so I'm going to read the reversed of this. And honestly, I could also make it up and just read it upright and reversed, whatever whim that I have. That's part of the fun, so we'll see. Now, the world reverse suggests that you're seeking a closure on a personal issue. Perhaps you're still emotionally attached to a past relationship and want to move on. Or you dream of the day you can fit into your old skinny jeans but realize now your metabolism body shape has changed in the last 10 years. Again, I don't know who writes this out. You know deep down that to accept and embrace where you are now, you need to let go of the past and move on. Finding closure may be an intensely personal journey. Sometimes you manage through journaling, visualization, energy work, and therapy. Yeah, no, this is I'm reading it off a specific site. I've always used this site because the site seems spot on, but some of the descriptions, I don't know. I don't really agree to them, or they're not really designed for me. Just saying. Anyways, the world reverse can signify that you want to fulfill a big goal or complete a big project, but you're not taking all the steps necessary to get there. You may opt for the easiest or quickest path to attain your goal, but it won't lead to the outcome you intend. The world reverse can also indicate a time when you're close to finishing a project or goal, but for whatever reason, you lose focus and slack off right at the end. Sometimes it can mean a frustrating delay in completing projects too, so you may miss out an essential piece. So in essence, this card is typically a card of closure and completion. So basically finishing a journey, whether it be a literal journey, like an actual project, or having something come to fruition, it could be occupation, whatever, or just moving, or a completion in your life cycle. Ow. So in that case, it'd be moving on from like a past phase in your life. I would say a past relationship is like moving on from a past phase. Like seriously, when you're stuck in a past relationship and you can't move on, like it's in the word, moving on. You're moving on to your next phase. You're moving on to the next person. That's all. So in this case, it's just kind of closing out something is what I want to say. Either closing out that phase in your life, or moving on, or just making progress and finally finishing that important project of yours. That's the summary and the challenge that I'm going to highlight. Now, the asset you have to address all of this is the Two of Swords. The keywords of the Two of Swords are difficult decisions, weighing up options, an impasse, and avoidance. Reversed is indecision, confusion, information overload, and a stalemate. So, because again, your asset, it's positive. So we'll go straight to the positives. Now, the Two of Swords indicates that you're facing a challenging decision, but you're unclear about which option to take. Both possibilities may seem equally good or equally bad, and you're stumped about which will lead you to the best outcome. You may be able to weigh up the pros and cons of each choice and then make a conscious decision. Use both your head and your heart to choose the path that is most in alignment with your higher self. Sorry. In a reading, it may be helpful to draw further 2 cards for either side of the Two of Swords to show what it is you're trying to decide upon or balance. No, it's my spread. Don't tell me what to do. The woman in the card wears a blindfold, indicating that she cannot see the entirety of her circumstance. You may lack the information you need to make the right decisions. You may be missing something, such as the threats or potential risks, alternative solutions, or critical pieces of information that would help you guide in your particular direction. It is also possible that the woman in the Two of Swords has intentionally chosen to put on a blindfold to avoid making a choice. Similarly, the Two of Swords can reflect indecision and impasse on an important matter. Again, you can only put it off for so long, and the Two of Swords comes as a reminder that many of life's decisions are difficult ones and rarely come with clear-cut answers. Alright, that's not exactly a very positive asset, so let me just double-check the reverse real quick. Difficult decision, caught between a rock and a hard place, you may lack the information, inviting you to listen to your intuition, and a difficult decision, blah, 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 often represents a stalemate, blah, 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 feeling stuck. Okay, it's a card of decision-making. A card of decision-making, difficult choices, blah, 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 and the stalemate and not being stuck, and intuition, whatever. Yeah, the tool seems to be making a difficult but informed decision. Actually, I am going to look at that differently instead. So, this card is the fact that you have options. And I'll just say this from my experience. Blind fate in a way, I guess. But the way I see it is that for tarot, in a lot of times when you're in a difficult situation, you may actually have a choice to get out of it. Like, when I was, I guess a personal story, when I was in my previous role, when I was actually working and everything, I had gotten to a point where I felt like there's no options for me to get out of there. It wasn't until things got really bad that I realized, hey, I can just quit. And I just quit. And I know that sounds dumb because it's like, from the outside, it's very much, hey, if it's really that bad, just quit. Just leave. In fact, I've had plenty of people tell me that. It's very straightforward. And I kept making excuses, reasons behind it. There were good excuses and good reasons behind it. So, and I can't, so maybe they're not excuses, but I had a valid reason for staying. But at the end of the day, I had a decision in an option to get out of there. So in this case, and because of the blindfold, I'm going to interpret this as your asset is, basically black-hearted sadness, man. That's basically exactly what it was. Life's hard sometimes. Don't worry about it. For me, I'm good. I'm in a good place right now. I'm enjoying myself and having a lot of fun. And I'm actually pretty happy with my life right now. So no worries. I've moved on from that phase of life. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. So this card, as said, your asset is that you have options to address your challenge here, meaning closing your project. Hey, Ray, hey, welcome. Thanks for the raid. Welcome. Iris, welcome. So, let me quickly go over myself. I'm Roland Banner Jr., isekai businessman, here from another world to scam your heart out. I mean, proper business opportunity. But thank you, Panjack, hi, Divine, welcome. Glad to have you all here. So, hi Soul, welcome. But yeah, and also I guess a quick summary, I'm doing tarot readings right now, so if anyone's interested, just feel free to raise your hand and I'll put you on the list. So I have 3 more, well, 1 more on the premium list and 2 more on the non-premium list. Yes. And because we got a raid, after I do this one, I'm going to give... Oh, okay. I'll put Iris down next after Theo. Thank you. But I'll do a quick summary of how this works because this is my own personal spread. So I'll give a whole summary after I do finish Quantity's friend and all. So Divine wants one. I'll write that too. Divine, thank you. Thank you for your patronage and your attention. Okay. Anyways, so... Yeah, in terms of what I was in, I'm doing tarot readings. I'm basically doing fortune telling for fun, whatever. Reading cards, talk, and just, talking. Yes. So, oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Iris. Very much appreciated. Also, you too, Divine. Thank you very much. Now, so to repeat myself, the second card represents just possible options out of your view. So look to other options that you may not be seeing. That's something that you obviously can take break and take one if you're not tired. Don't worry, I've got plenty of energy and I've eaten properly, so I am perfectly okay to keep going as much as I can. I'm also a very talkative person who has a very trained voice in, you know, blabbering on for hours and hours on end, much to the chagrin of most of the people I know. Haha. I mean, they love me, so it's fine. Who cares? Oh dear, they're gonna smack me later. Okay. Anyways, so that was the asset. We'll go for the obstacle. The obstacle here is the 8 of Cups. Now, it's a little cut off here, so I'll shift around a little bit here, as you can see. But hey, 8 of Cups is the obstacle. If you love my avatar, thank you very much. I much appreciate it. Now, the key words of the 8 of Cups are disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism. Reversed is trying one more time, indecision, aimless drifting, walking away. You don't understand all, but if you do me, sure, I'll put you after Ray. Sure, no problem with that. Also, thank you for the follow, Pen. Very much appreciated. And Jack. Also, do you prefer Pan or Jack? I'll try to remember, but I'm really bad with names. So, now... So this card, I may have to go quickly summarize all of it, because this is just a very negative card. When the 8 of Cards shows up in a tarot reading, you may feel compelled to walk away from a disappointing situation. It could mean turning your back on an unfulfilling relationship, job, career path, living arrangement, or creative project, though, ow, that was once solace. Oh, yeah, hydrate, thank you. I should probably drink some water, too. I'm sweating like a pig. Now it just brings you pain, and creative project that once a sort of great happiness, but now only brings you pain. Suggests that you sense that something is missing, particularly on an emotional, spiritual level, and instead of waiting around for things to get better, you need to leave that an unfulfilling situation. Oh, thank you, Glum. Now, it invites you to ask you what brings you joy, contentment, and fulfillment on a deeper level. Reversed, it means, do I stay or do I go? Sorry, couldn't help myself. You may be caught between walking away from a disappointing situation or trying one last time to make things better. And the question is, can the circumstances improve, or is it a lost cause? It's also praised as a passive card. Paired with a passive card, it's a sign that you may want to try one more time. It also invites you to listen to your heart, and it can show that you're drifting from one place to another because you never feel satisfied in one place. Ooh, hey Glum, how's it going? Oh, this card's a bit of a... I don't know how to turn this, but basically it's like... Yeah, it's a very loaded card. I almost want to say it's just your obstacle, maybe a desire to run away. So in pairing with the decision card with your options, it could just be your options may be very clearly, hey, it may seem black and white. It may seem like you just leave or go and just abandon everything, but there may be some more other flexibility you can take after. It might be trying to escape another part of here is trying to escape a problematic emotional situation or avoiding some major psychological issues and concerns. Represent emotional issues that remain real and present in your own life, yet you pretend they no longer exist. Basically, I almost want to say that the issue itself is kind of going to be an obstacle in and itself because it's just how difficult it is. Because, I mean, you can't move on, the emotional aspect behind it, it's all like... kind of ties into what I said. It's like your own, the negativity and everything may bind you and trap you into thinking I'm doing the best that I can, but it's all suck and I can't change it. I can't help it. So, I don't know. The best I can say is your problem is moving on and addressing and closing out either a project or a situation from your life. You may not see the choices. Your choices for are very limited, but keep open to it. And you only came by to say hi, and you're busy. Have to go. That's okay. Thanks for stopping by. I much appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's just trapped by negativity. Like the negativity may be blinding you and keeping you away from like whatever enjoyment or positivity out of it. It's kind of something that'll drag you down and just make you want to run away. So basically, the best I can tell you is don't pull a Shinji, meaning you don't have the option of only running away or just dealing with it. You might have a third option, like there's no ultimatum, but don't like break down and turn into boy sitting on the chair. Yeah, no worries, Ars. Take your time. Come back when you can, if you want to. If you gotta go. Like, do your own thing. You don't need to feel obligated to stay. Well, that is Piers' reading. So I will go on to the next one. The next one being Temmie. Thank you for the point redeem. So I will shuffle. But hey, welcome. But yeah, welcome all raiders. Again, repeating myself, but thank you for all coming. I much appreciate it. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm doing this for fun. If anything, it feels weird being thanked for this. Hey, Time. Good morning. Yeah, welcome everybody. Just but yeah, sorry I wasn't able to ask since I was in the middle of. Oh wait, crap! I actually didn't do a lot of things. My bad. 1 second. How do you apply? Just ask for it. If you have the points redeemed, we get you bumped on the list. If you don't have it, just ask for it and I'll just put you on the list. But you'll be behind like a bunch of other people because, you know, non-premium list, whatever, blah blah blah. But point redeems. But let me quickly fix this because I didn't actually do this properly. So Ray, I need to shout you out because I'm a dum-dum and I was in the middle of a reading. Hey, there you go. And you're playing Witcher, right? Nice. Did you make progress in that game? I think last time I saw you, you were chasing down Santa Claus's kids, right? You do anything new with that? Was it fun? I'm working on it. But yeah, go check out Ray. Ray's sweet, very sweet. So go check her out. We're chasing his wife now. Oh, you found his daughter. Nice. Next, you're gonna have to go find the elves and then the reindeer. Comedy genius. Yay. Okie dokie. Let's see. Back to cards. Oh, I also said I was going to take a sip of tea after I do these cards. Hold on. I got the major arcana first. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. Whatever. Can't be helped. But yeah, for now, Tom, I put you on the list for a tarot reading, but admittedly, you're behind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Yep. So it'll take a while, so please have some patience. If you don't feel like waiting, I don't blame you for that either. But I promise I'm gonna go down the list. It's the only special treatment I give is for the people who have spent the points, because otherwise, what is the benefit of that? Oh crap! I also almost forgot. So to all the raiders and all the newcomers, to re-explain how this spread works. So this tarot reading works is that it's a personal spread that I made up for a 3-card spread. Where the way it works is you have the 1 major arcana being the first card, the 2 minor arcana being the second and third card. The first card is your challenge. So this is a short-term fortune telling, so it should be something either recent or something upcoming within the week. Just sort of like a weekly thing. So the major arcana, the challenge, represents the overall theme and the actual challenge itself. So whatever the meaning of it is, whatever the dealing of it is, that's what you need to address or what you want to tackle. Your assets are what you have to take advantage of it. Like basically what you can rely on to address said problem. Either make your way through it or, you know, fix it. So that's your strength, something close to you, something you might have missed. That's your way out. And that's always a positive meaning. So I will try to derive the most positive meaning I can out of the card, either the base meaning or reinterpreting it into something that I can expect. So that's the second card. So that's the major arcana shuffled. Now, the third card is your obstacles. That is the cards that are that card represents what will get in your way of addressing your challenge. So this is like something that like either a personal quirk or some difficulty, something that'll prevent you from getting that cleared. So it's probably something you need to keep an eye out and address on your way to addressing said challenge. So that's how this tarot reading works. So as you probably got half of an example from the previous one, is that I'll be telling you what your challenge is or interpreting it, then telling you what you could use to fix it or what I'm seeing you can fix it, and saying what you need to be careful of. Yeah, no, don't worry. I feel like it'll be a lot more clearer when I get to your own personal one, because from a third party, it could be a very much different per se. You're very. It's a bit weird. Like I think once you're involved with it, you kind of see you pull the strings yourself. Like it's for me, I see this as a very much a cool psychological tool to kind of push your brain in a way for you to understand things and fix things on your own. Like it's almost like a personal problem-solving tool. It just kind of gives you a roadmap in either, oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for, I'm gonna follow it, or holy crap, that's entirely wrong. That's not a problem in my life. One's more useful for the other, obviously. That's just why I find tarot reading fun, because it's like a lot of people seem to just go like, oh wow, that's so cool. And I just find it cool, and I also got it for nerdy reasons, so don't worry about it. But you're free to believe what you want to believe. In fact, these cards are also 10 years old. Like I've had these for ever since I was a teenager. So I may not have used it consistently, but they are, I've had them for a while. So if that's anything on the mysticism side, feel free to interpret that way. Now, before I draw, let me quickly take a sip of tea because I'm I want my tea. It's tasty tea. Magic from age or something. You know, that's a whole thing. Yeah, there's like oh, welcome back, Aris. I didn't know if you were leaving for or not. Yeah, you're a mystic? Ooh, nice. Don't think I'm here. I'll be here when it's my turn, so just email my reading. It's okay. The VOD's gonna be up, so if you want to check it out later, don't worry. Or someone can clip it. In fact, I think Theo is doing clippings for that. But admittedly, if someone else comes up and they're here for the stream, of course I want to keep that for there. But don't worry, like I'm doing this all the time and come early enough, weekly, blah blah blah. Don't worry about that. Or save up points, and we can see about getting someone clipping. Yeah, Theo's helping out with clipping. In fact, because you're doing that, let me do something for you, Theo, real quick. Nope, that's not what I want. Oh, that's also not what I want. How do I? I'll do it after stream, but Theo, you're helping me out with this, so I'm gonna give you a VIP later for that one. Because that's very helpful for me. Now, what the hell did I just... Did I shuffle my cards wrong? I guess I shuffled my cards wrong. Wow. Or I wasn't paying attention. So that card does not go in that pile. We'll go for this one instead. For some reason, the Major Arcana popped up in the third slot, and I'm not letting it because this is my reading and my rules. But let's load this all in real quick. Pick all the files. Where is it? But yeah, at the end of the day, this is also my own spread. So to highlight, this is something that I kind of came up with and made up. There's other rules for tarot and everything else. Instead, you can do, like, you can kind of interpret it as your own thing. So when you're doing, it kind of my cards are acting on their own, but you can interpret it as your own, and it's your own sort of thing to turn into your own sort of tool. That's how I did it, because you can always follow one of the traditional, like Celtic Cross or like 3-card whatchamacallit. I don't remember any of them, but hey, it's a person. I don't know. It's one of those things that you can kind of take as you will. So this is this card, and this one is that card. Yes. So just honestly, at the end of the day too, like what matters most is if you're having fun with it and you actually enjoy doing it. If you don't, then why bother? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now we get the meanings. Cool. Did I load the right one? I probably didn't load the right one. Hold on. Gonna quickly double check my OBS to see if I loaded it in properly. No, I didn't. I did not load that properly, but I can fix that real quick. It's a very easy fix. Down here, perfect. Okay, now. Ooh, that licorice tea was very nice. I'm gonna take another sip. Ooh, tasty. Very good. Okay. Typically not a fan of licorice, but hey, oh, thank you. I'll also take some water too. All right. Ow. Ow. Oh yeah. Also check it. Maybe I should put that in the title. But basically, if you want, you can throw a banana at me on a 45-second cooldown. So feel free. But yeah, it's got a 45-second cooldown. So good luck coordinating that. Now, Temmie, your challenge in Major Arcana is represented by the Hangman. 45-second global, gotta wait. But yeah, the Hangman is your challenge. The keywords are pause, surrender, letting go, new perspectives, and the reverse is delays, resistance, stalling, and indecision. Now, if I believe, reminds you sometimes you have to put so I think I have to go through the whole thing because it's kind of all the over thing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Ow. Okay, give with the hand and hit with the banana. I got it. But yeah, so the Hangman reminds you that sometimes you have to put everything on hold but before you can take the next step, or the universe will do it on your behalf. You may have heard the saying, what got you here will get you there. And that isn't, I've never heard of that saying. Now, here's the thing. These pauses can be voluntary or involuntary. When the Hangman appears in the tarot reading, your projects and activities may be coming to an unexpected or abrupt halt. Don't keep pushing forward, hoping that more force will drive you where you want to go. Hangman is your invitation to welcome these pauses with open arms. And Hangman can sometimes reflect that you're feeling stuck or restricted in your life. The reverse means encourages you to pause and look at things from a different perspective. You may be in a position where everything's been on hold already. If your life has been on hold for a period, it may come as a positive sign to move forward. And a relationship reading suggests that you're content to wait around to a point. And it also suggests that you're stalling a decision or action. Well, the Hangman, I believe, is more of a passive meaning in just the upright out. Being just kind of accepting the pause. And I don't want a passive sort of dealio. Like, this is the whole point of this reading is more of a problem solver reading, so you can kind of figure out and address said problems in that aspect. So that being the case, the way I'm going to interpret it as is, well, not the pauses, so I don't think it'll be the upright. So I'm going to say either stuck, feeling restricted in your life, and that sort of feeling, or stalling the decision. So the two I'm going to pull out of this is that you're feeling stuck and restricted, or you're stalling on a decision and you can't move forward with anything until that decision is done. The key word here is to repeat something I didn't read here, but it says you maybe think you were waiting until you feel 100% ready, but guess what? You're probably never going to be 100% ready. So what are you waiting for? Take the leap, make the decision, do it before the universe decides it can't wait for you. So yeah, I'm going to say you have a key decision that's there to address. Yeah, a key decision that is you're stalling on and holding off on making that, and you can't move forward on your life until you actually take that decision. So keep that in mind. That is the challenge. Your asset in all this. Oh crap! Didn't mean to disappear so quickly. Did I get the banana? Someone got the banana. I don't know. Now your challenge, your asset in addressing all this is conflict, disagreement. Sorry, I'm getting this out of order because I'm being hit by bananas and completely discombobulating me. But it's your asset, and this is the Five of Wands. Your upright keywords are conflict, disagreements, competition, tension, and diversity. Your reversed is inner conflict, conflict avoidance, and tension release. Now, because this is an asset, it's always going to be positive, so I have to spin this positive. I believe the upright is probably it. Y'all are pretty good students. Honestly, if I was a teacher and y'all were just sitting there just listening quietly, I think I'd be greatly happy. Or at least it makes me happy that you're finding interest in it. So fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Making my inner teacher feel really, really great. So now, in the tarot, the 5 typically represents conflict and change. And the 5 of Wands is no exceptions. This card indicates that you're in the midst of battle, tension, and competition with others, and it is impacting your ability to move forward with your goals. Hey, I'm seeing there's actually a keyword trend here that actually matches. When the 5 of Wands, with the 5 of Wands, everyone is fighting to be heard. But guess what? No one is listening. When everyone has a different opinion, but no one is stopping to hear each other out, conflict and misunderstanding will run rampant. If you find yourself in this situation, see it as an opportunity to rise above the chaos and disorder. Take a moment to listen to what others have to say, even if you agree or to disagree. Sometimes this, I should finish that statement actually. The key is to tune in to one another and allow each other to make their case. 45 seconds, sorry. And perhaps in the process, their opinion may become softer and quieter. Ow. You may also give you the respect you're seeking and listen to your viewpoint. Sometimes this type of conflict and discussion can be very productive, such as with group brainstorming and problem solving. You need a constructive environment where you can test your ideas and have them challenged and improved by others. The 5 of Wands also encourages diversity and differences of opinion. You may deal with people from different cultures and backgrounds and struggle to accept their way of living. Knowing that each other has something unique to bring to the table, and you will definitely benefit by learning more about them and what they have to offer. The 5 of Wands encourages you an enthusiastic approach to change. Transition is coming whether you like it or not. Your challenge will be ensuring that everyone is on the same page, dealing with the shift constructively and positively. So, yeah, that's a pretty good one. So in a way, the 5 of Wands is almost like constructive and positive. Constructive and positive conflict. So disagreements, disagreements and disruption in the way of shaking things up for a positive change. So like a constructive discussion that may be like, oh, I don't agree with what you're saying, this could be better, and just kind of bouncing ideas and brainstorming. So my reading of this is that your asset is that open-mindedness and that constructive conflict you can have with other people to resolve whatever situation you're trying to address. That's your greatest conflict in this. Your ideas are unique, their ideas are unique, and also different, that building on both of them will be your advantage in addressing said stuck decision. So also in context of a stuck decision too, maybe finding conflicting opinions in that decision that you're stuck on would be beneficial to you. Whether it be asking someone who like 100% doesn't agree with you, completely different mindset, doesn't understand what you're doing for, could give you a different perspective to help you make a proper decision, or even decide not to make a decision. Because at the end of the day, not making a decision is still a decision. Huh? There's always a decision to be made. The question is whether it's a passive or active decision. Anyways, enough philosophical crap. We'll move on to the obstacle. The obstacle is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, the upright keywords are celebration, joy, harmony, relaxation, and homecoming. The reversed is personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, and transition. Ow. Now, this is an obstacle, so we will have to find the absolute most negative way to read this. Not catastrophically, but, you know, an obstacle, obviously. So I'm going to get stuck with the reversed. Four of Wands reverse can indicate that you're celebrating the achievement of a personal goal, for example, quitting smoking or doing yoga for 30 days in a row. You do not feel compelled to proclaim this achievement to others, instead choosing to create your own special reward for the hard work you put in. You may also be in the midst of your journey and yet to reach the finish line, hence preferring to honor this mini milestone privately. When you finally arrive at the finish line, it'll be worth celebrating with friends and family. The reversed Four of Wands can also mean that you have achieved a level of inner harmony and stability. If you doubted yourself in the past, struggled with self-acceptance or empathy, the appearance of this card is a welcome sign that you have found greater balance. It also has a shadow side. This is one that I was looking for. It may point to a lack of harmony or a breakdown communication in your family or household. Tensions may be rumbling between family members or loved ones, and you keep finding yourself caught up in other people's concerns and relationship problems. Woo, drama. This may leave you uncertain about your relationships and with what or whom you can or cannot depend on. You may also go through a period of transition in your family and home life and experience some discomfort as a result. Given the upright Four of Wands reflects stability and reversal, this card can suggest that you're going through an upheaval during which you have little stability and security. You may experience multiple changes in your life, such as changing jobs, moving house, or leaving a relationship. While you know this is an important transition, one you need to make, it can be quite unsettling, knocking you out of balance and making you uncertain about the future. Who's taking pee-pee drawing notes in their in class? Did you even share it with the class? Come, give me. Let me see. Ow. Okay, I'll take that as a no. Understood. I will take that as a clear got it. I'm the one with the brain power. I don't know. I'm sorry, Nino. My bad. Yeah, it seems to be the trend. But yeah, for full interpretation, for the Four of Wands, harmonies, disharmonies at home, that's the obstacle in a way. So in a way, it's a hard one because this almost could be a problem in of itself. So the way I see it is that in terms of your decision, because it could be related, could not be. There's no way I would know. But in this case, I want to say that the whatever concerns you're getting up into, or whatever like relationship or other people's relationships or other people's concerns and problems, those are probably just getting in your way in this decision of yours, and it's a pretty big decision. In addressing it and figuring it out, upheaval and everything. There's no stability and security. So whatever is going on is basically disrupting your ability to make that decision. So in that aspect, it's weird because in this way, it's almost like the way to proactively fix this problem is to engage in conflict, whether positive or engage in those opposite mindsets. That's your ass in addressing these. And at the same time, the conflicts that are unproductive or more interpersonal will be the ones that are bothersome. That's what I'm reading. But the weird part, so to note, because as read here, the Hangman is a passive card. So in almost a way, the pause and delay in decision making isn't necessarily a wrong decision either. So best I can say is if you want to resolve the situation, go for it. Wage war. Not physically, please. I don't want to be, privy to a crime or part of it, but try to work it out either through positive conflict or constructive conflict, like brainstorming, resolve that. Try not to get too deep into it and without taking it out of it. But at the end of the day, it seems like the problem is not one that that's urgently needed to be fixed. Like one of the options is wait, and that is absolutely a possibility. So that's what I'm reading from this. It's like, if you need to put this problem to the side, it's not a problem. Like it absolutely isn't a problem. Just hold off, and maybe a better time when things aren't so chaotic and you're transitioning, whatever. Maybe when that's not the case, then you'll be able to address it. So, but if you want to proactively do it, start fighting. Positively fight. That's Temmie's reading, so I'm gonna move on to the free ones. Ow, thank you. Hi, Tall Nolan, no more flash. Yeah, discombobulating me. All right. Nolan, you're next. You're the first on the free list, and then we're moving on to Theo's. So I will have to shuffle. But I hope since now that was a full reading, I hope that everyone now has a bit of a clear understanding of how that works. If and when you do my thing, can you make a surprising noise to get my attention? I mean, I'll say your name. Is that enough? If that's not enough, I mean, okay, I'll see what I can do. Very weird request, but hey, I mean, I'm open to the idea. Sure, but worst come worst, you can get a friend of yours ping you or something like that. I'm sure the whole chat will be active too. Yeah, because I will be asking to make sure anyone's there. Nolan's clearly showed they're there, so I will be doing Nolan's next. Does that mean you're not paying attention? Oh, right, you're not paying attention to class. That's not very good, is it? Wait, I'm not a teacher, I'm a CEO. Wait a minute. Okay, well, in a way, an internship is a way of, it's in like an open classroom. You're trying to learn the ways of a job and a field. So in a way, it's kind of like I am a teacher, but not in the traditional sense anyways. Yeah, and paying attention, but dead. Yeah, it's Monday. Everyone's had a long day by definition, so that's okay. Don't worry about it. Anyways, shuffling. But yeah, this week is actually pretty busy now that I think about it. Well, maybe not that busy, because I want to play the Final Fantasy 14 event, because the summer event's starting, and I always like that one. And I like getting glamours, so hopping on that again. And, I gotta set up karaoke. That'll be interesting. Because I am not, I'm not prepared at all. But we'll see how that goes. But I do like singing. It's a minor hobby of mine. Or just something I do a lot, either by myself in the car or like showering. It's just something fun that I like to do occasionally. So karaoke, have some fun, relax, and see how that goes. But that's going to happen in a few days. So it gives me time to actually set things up, have everything ready, and, make it cool. Oh, man, but why am I sweating so much? Is my fan on? Oh, it's not. Give me 2 seconds while I go turn my fan on. So I'm going to go disappear for a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I'm just melting here. Like, it's hot. It's very hot out, and if I don't have some sort of like fan going, I'm dying. But can you guys hear the fan? Or, well, my mic's not picking up on it, so it's fine. But if you guys can hear it, just let me know. I'll see what I can do, or turn the fan down, because I'm dying. Okay, now let me. This, you can't hear it? Perfect. Great. All the audio work effort I put in beforehand is worth it. Because I also have that fan on max, but there's very likely that there's going to be a loud crash in the background, and that means my fan fell over. Fantastic. App says it feels like 101 here. Oh, hang in there, Ray. Drink lots of water. Something cold, too. I don't know. It's horrible. Well, it's only in the 90s here. If I start singing, get something hit me with it, because you might die from the demonic cries and make it start singing. Yeah. Until I hear it, I like to believe that everyone's like at least okay at singing. Singing's just like, it's the thing. You make noises. It's some people may be better or worse at it. It's just a matter of practice or knowing how to do it, or have the ear for it. That's what I like to believe. But it's good for the voice, good for vocal exercises, and if you do any sort of public speaking, doing a little bit of karaoke actually helps with your lungs and your mouth control so you speak more clearly and enunciate, so it's a good practice. Sure. No question about that. But yeah. Now, Major Arcana, and keep going. Double checking. Nolan, you're still there. I'm almost done. Playing a cute slime gotcha game. Woo! Oh, cute slime. Where did I read gotcha in that? What the heck? You're playing Slime Rancher, right? Because if you say cute slime game, that's like there's only one game that really sticks to mind that most people play. Because I play that game and it's great. What would you have to do to get me and Ray to sing together? I mean, let me do a solo thing first, and I don't mind giving it a shot eventually, but that'd be hard to set up because I have no clue how to deal with the bandwidth and everything. Okay, great, Nolan, okay. Yours is almost done. I just finished shuffling, just need to do a couple more cuts and swaps, and we're good to go. That's and this, and honestly, something that would be fun if there was like a group karaoke session, like sort of you record it and you do it, but everyone does karaoke, you know? Like you have like 5 people in a room and each person takes their turn. Or someone else elects, hey, why don't you play this song? Kind of like a karaoke room. I haven't seen that yet. Like everyone's showcasing their own singing ability, but why not like do a group, just have fun sort of thing? And if not, I don't know. It doesn't have to be on stream either. Like I'd totally be happy doing that with like friends or something like that too. That'd be fun. Just a little bit of singing and whatnot. Weird. Yeah, hot potato karaoke sounds really fun. Exactly. I've always wanted to try doing that in real life, but never had the chance. Wait a dang second. What are the chances of getting those again? Huh. Actually, that... Huh. Well, quite interesting, because we actually got these cards relatively recently, and so I guess there's a major theming here. So give me a second, I'll load these up, because this is what I drew, this is what I shuffled, and I shuffled properly, there's no question about that. So that one, and then that one. Yes. Oh wait, no, this one's a little different. Nope, that's the same one. That's the same one. I completely forgot. And then this one right here. Oops, excuse me, hiccups. Here. Okay, so those are those are everything loaded. Now we get the meanings. Okay, now we get that. Now we have that one, and then we have, yes, this one. Perfect. Now, let's start. Nolan, so to start off, your first card is the Lovers. It's a popped up again. So, let's go through this quickly because I've already covered this card before, but I'll go through it again. Upright is love, harmony, relationships, values, value alignment and choices. Reversed is self-love, disharmony, imbalance, misalignment with values. And the challenge could be either something that's relationship-based, or it could be a decision. So, to quickly go over the meanings again, let's see. Lover's card is pure love and harmony. It can signal a time when you're out of sync with others. It can also reflect when when your feelings within a relationship are not mutual. Speaks to self-love and respect, and it also faces a tough choice with significant consequences, inner conflicts, and being at war with yourself rather than with external forces. So it's very much could be hijacked again, where it could be that you're having relationship troubles and you got something that you're trying to address, but things are a bit more strained for one reason or another, whether through misunderstanding or just everything's just going off. But if it's not a relationship, then it's very much you have a tough decision you got to make, and it's hard figuring it out and dealing with the inner conflicts that might be related to it. So that's my interpretation of the Lovers for this reading. Now, it sounded like to have something from the plane of existence, and could probably summon Cthulhu even if you don't know how to spell his name. You spell it C-A-T-H-U-L. Ah! No, okay, kidding. So now we'll move on to the assets. The assets for you are the 9 of Cups. Yeah, see where I'm going here? This is a pretty similar drawing, and remember, to real quick highlight, I separated these cards into 2 separate decks. So there's no chant out. I am drawing these one after the other from one deck. at all. No. So getting these together at the same time is still unlikely. But going back, this is a card of contentment, satisfaction, and gratitude. So as I said, it's glance around, feel content. It's called the wish card. Comes everything's aligned. May invite you to splurge. May count your blessings, and you also you might be good for now and comfortable, but you may need to hustle and get things done. So, as I said before, and to reinterpret it, it's very much a card of look on the bright side, look at the things that you liked about it, and just refocus on those to get yourself through with it. That's your asset. Could also just be time to treat yourself or splurge a little bit, celebrate, who knows. Have something fun, have something fulfilling, and just to be happy. Because you have the opportunity to do so, you might as well leverage it as well. So that's one way to get yourself out of that sticky situation, either with decision making or your relationship. So that's your asset. Now, the new card is, your obstacle is the Queen of Pentacles. Keywords being, upright is nurturing, practical, providing financially, a working parent. Reversed means financial independence, self-care, work-home conflict. So, we'll probably read the reversed one this one, but this could also be an individual, because when there's a single person, that's the whole subject of this. So any of the face cards or any of the specific people represented in the tarot cards, it could represent that too. Now, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, when it's upright, you're focused on nurturing and providing for others. When reversed, you're turning that caring energy for yourself. You're creating financial independence, perhaps working for yourself, starting your own business, supporting your lifestyle with your income, or you may be still be in a partnership or family, but you're keen to ensure that you can sustain your own lifestyle now and in the future. Also suggests that you are nurturing yourself on a personal level, maybe preparing nutritious meals, going on a retreat alone, and generally paying more attention to yourself and your needs. At times, the reverse Queen of Pentacles can reveal that your work and home life are out of balance, and you're putting too much of your attention in one area to the detriment of the other. On the other hand, you may be very consumed by your job, spending long hours at the office, traveling for business, or bringing your work home. On the other hand, your home and family life may be taking over, and you're unable to give your attention to your work. This might work on a temporary basis, but the ultimate goal is to integrate your work and home lives so that they are mostly in balance. Similarly, it could point to an inner conflict when it comes to balancing work and personal priorities. Despite trying to make it work, you may consistently feel like you're not giving enough attention to either. Oh, spooky. Talk about the relationship with my boyfriend's mother? Oh, yeah, okay. Might be rough. So, find out, you can see the name of viewers in the chat. Oh, really? You just found out about that? I mean, you can also see it over there, but I have the setting up here in OBS too, so. But yeah, in interpretation, if we're talking about a specific person, I'll latch onto that. If that's the one you actually focused on, let's say with the relationship with that, you want a gold star? You gotta earn it. I don't just give out handouts. So the Queen of Pentacles, if that's the case of someone who's a lot more, I don't know, out of focus with that and the relationship with that, you could see about the balance of what the issue is. If the issue is something that's very much like either spending time or getting to know each other, it could just be, or if you're just arguing all the time because it's just very much a, hey, I like the person, but their parents suck and they don't want me to be in that relationship, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it could be as easy as talking to them, talking to them is vague. Getting to know them and understanding them and just kind of understanding their good points and seeing how get along more with there, and in turn maybe they can get back to you on that. Some sort of misunderstanding to address with this, because with the lovers is a card of harmony. Right now there's disharmony. Nine of Cups, it represents that there's happiness there available, or so you can kind of lean into that. And then the Queen of Pentacles represents an inner conflict and balancing personal and work priorities and everything that's important, as well as just kind of focusing on yourself in terms of all that. Sorry, this one's a bit weird because the Queen of Pentacles reverse is almost a very positive card aside from inner conflict. And if it has to do with a specific person, then yeah, I don't know if inner conflict's the one that actually works with them. But that is your reading, Nolan. So I'll put that away, and I hope that helps out. And I hope your relationship works out with your mother-in-law. I know that doesn't apply for marriage, but it's the best word I got. So I hope it works out. Now, we're moving on to Theo. Now is your reading. You're next on the list. And I don't know, I'm a strict teacher, and I also don't pay my interns either, so. I've got the two before me. Clip, you got them? Nice, very nice. Good work, good work. Although everyone's attended those, so I think those are optional. So, but I appreciate the work a lot. I do appreciate the work quite a lot. And after Theo, we have Iris. You're after Theo.
Yeah, don't worry about it. They knew what they signed up for.
No, actually, I haven't put the contract out yet, so they can still run.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them they can leave. They can't know. I must, like, tie them down with legal binding.
And then they can run. Then they cannot run. No, they're leaving already. No, stop. I need to exploit you more. Oh. Anyways. Let's see. Shuffling. You know, is it just me or is the day starting, like, you know how after the summer solstice, the summer solstice is in like July, right? Like the day should be getting shorter. It still doesn't feel like it's getting shorter. Like it honestly feels like what happens is the day stays relatively the same length, and then suddenly fall rolls around, and then you notice, oh crap, it's the afternoon and already night. Like that's what it always feels like for me, at least. That's kind of nuts. I was like, in terms of in general, it's kind of tough to say. Like I think it is changing by the minute, but it's like you don't notice after all the hours just move. But it's very, very gradual. It's genuinely very gradual. But you don't notice until it's very late. It's crazy. And I'm for it. I really like it when it's night out. You know? It's also cheaper too. Like when it's fall and winter, my power bill doesn't go up as much. Yeah. But I like night. I like it. It's more relaxing, and it feels like I don't have to deal with outdoor noises either. So when it's dark out, people like to stay at home. Yeah, time's very interesting. Time is extremely interesting. Unpaid internship, only unpaid if you don't take these supplies. Yes, remember that. I want you to remember that. Because you want to know where I get my supplies from? Government funding. Yes. So instead of me paying you, it's tax dollars paying you. So I support that idea. I can write that off as a liability and do tax write-offs. Aha. Anyways. Not gonna lie, although I'm having fun doing this and chatting, I've been addicted to Stardew to the point where it's been on my mind that I want to play it off stream. I can't. Oh, I just want to keep farming, yo. Making money. Good progress. Things are happening. Let me grow my plants. Oh, it's just such a good game, but it's like I can't play it all the time, and I can't turn into a Stardew streamer because what happens when I get bored of the game? Oh no. It's a bit of an addiction. It is a bit of an addiction. I'll admit that. Ending the stapler, and I will staple it to the ceiling. Good luck. If you're tall enough to do so, feel free. And ourselves, infinite money glitch. Exactly. It's like taking the socket on an extension cord and putting it back in. You know, like infinite electricity. Like greenish black thumb. In terms of farming, I treat farming pretty well. I haven't explored the villagers yet. Surprisingly, I've been wholesome so far. Yes. So wholesome. Don't worry too much about it. Don't worry too much about it. Yes. Sir, can I ask you where you got your amazing model from? Yes, so my model was created by my mama, Nana. So I believe I will... Actually, you know what? Let me link her, because both my parents have been actually are great and fantastically talented people, and have been a great joy to work with and talk with. So I'd be totally willing to share with that. So... actually, no, it's in the credits below if you want to. So if you look down below, Nana is my mama, so you can check her Twitter. And Kayla is my papa, who did the rigging. And she's also quite a talented artist as well, so check her out as well. And give them respect they deserve. Like, me, I'm just a guy talking, but, so I can do whatever. But them, they put the actual work into making me look this good. So I think they get all the credit there. I'm just here to actually... be there for that. And if you support them too, I feel happy as well, because for them, they worked hard, and I think good work should be properly compensated for. Y'all don't do anything, you're kind of useless intern, so that's why I don't pay you. But if you do hard work, yeah, you get. I think they deserve all the support and recompense that they deserve, for sure. Okay, so Theo, your cards are shuffled, so let me draw. And okay. Wow, we got that card again, huh? And I thought I shuffled that properly. I did, but interesting. Big theme this week. This seems like a good week for people, though. Very much like finishing things or conclusions, or maybe people going back to school. Who knows? My hair's really good. I know, it's so nice. Look at it. I got a ponytail and everything. It's great, and it actually works. Quite happy. Where's my money? You're hardly working. Well, that's the problem right there. So now, let me load everything in and get to that. So 1 second, please. Too far. Should be here. Okay. Then we have this one here. Perfect. And lastly, we have where the butch is it? Where the fuck are you? Okay, that's what the card is, and here we are. Okay, all loaded. Now, actually, come to think of it, there's a lot of people on this list now. But I'll get to it. I promise I'll get to that. So, yeah, I can go for it. But I will have to say, I probably won't do any tarot readings for anyone that isn't here, because last time I did this for 2 hours. Right now I'm coming up on relatively for 2 hours, and I think I may go for 3, a little over 2 hours. I don't mind, but well, talking a lot's hard. But I want to get through the list of everyone who's already here. I'd feel bad if I kind of left you hanging, and I don't know what people's availability for the future is, so I just feel bad. So, maybe it's a little draining, but like, considering what I've been through, both at my old, in my past, and things I've done, talking like this is actually energizing to me. It's very, very exciting for sure. Is it good or bad the tarot streams are getting longer? Honestly, I don't know. If at the end of the day, if people are enjoying it, I don't mind. Like, I'm still doing this very healthily, so no problem for me. And it's just a matter of people are actually enjoying what they're getting. But yeah, I mean, not everything has to be for like, oh, metrics, oh, all that. Like, sure, I really got it, but it also could just be the, well, to finish that thought before I just randomly trail off, metrics are kind of important just to be able to deem, just to evaluate where you're going, what's working, and what's enjoyable. So yes, of course, you need to keep that in mind, but you also got to do what you like and have faith that what you're doing eventually will actually hit the right audience, you know? Otherwise, you'll fall into the trap of just chasing whatever trend's going on and not having any uniqueness, that you kind of fall into the middle ground. Oh no, don't check with points, because everyone's going to start bullying me with that. Anyways. Yeah, 2 hours. It's more like that these things kind of take a while. So I've already, and if you think about it in context, I've been through 4 tarot readings already, and if it takes like 15 minutes for each, or 20, that's over an hour. Like, it's a lot. And I want to give the proper treatment towards that too. Maybe if there's a lot of demand for this in the future, I would clearly give like a lot more abridged and try to summarize it as quick as possible. But I will make it that there's a way to get something more detailed that you can do that. Anyways, Theo, your draw. We're starting off with the challenge being Zawarudo, or the world again. We Dio Brando has come back again. We're now in part 3. No longer having to deal with we're out of season 1 and we're now on Stardust Crusaders now. So Bloody Street, I think. No, wait a minute. I don't remember what the first season's called. Crap. Anyways, the keywords are completion, integration, accomplishment, travel, reverse is seeking personal closure, shortcuts, and delays. So, and to summarize and repeat myself again, you're basically either got a big project or trying to move on from a previous phase in life, whether it be an event or something you want to try to address, but you've kind of been having difficulties either fully completing or fully reaching the end of that cycle. So whatever the challenge will be, you can complete it, but you're just having difficulties getting there instead. So whether it be a life phase or a project, those are the two that are probably the most key things. Up to you to interpret. Now, moving on to the asset. The asset is, your asset is the King of Wands. Keywords are natural born leader, vision, entrepreneur, Honor. The reversed is impulsiveness, haste, ruthlessness, high expectations. So, we're going for the upright. Now, King of Wands upright represents pure fire energy in its masculine form. Oh yeah, I forgot. Quickly mention, each of the cards also have an element to it, supposedly. Wands are fire, so yeah. I'm associated with the fact that I don't want to draw bodies for my art. Sure, if you want it. So unlike the other Wand Court card, the King is not so interested in creation and creativity, or in dreaming up ideas and implementing them himself. Instead, he is more inclined to take an idea than enlist others to help him actualize it. Thus, when the King of Wands appears in tarot readings, it's a sign you're stepping into a role of a visionary leader, ready to direct your people towards a common goal. King of Wands reminds you to live your life with intent, vision, and long-term view. You have a grand idea of what's truly possible, and you'll stop at nothing to see it through. Appearance of the King of Wands also suggests that you have an opportunity is presenting itself to you, and you now have the power to take on that challenge. You are the determining factor in this situation. If you want to be successful, it will. And equally, if you do not fully commit to it, the seed will struggle to blossom and grow. So your assets, basically, leadership is going to be one of your biggest strengths, and foresight. Those are the two things that'll help you the most in addressing this problem, whether it be a challenge or... whether it be an obstacle or just moving on for a key thing. You're going to need more tiny roll-ins to think out this one. Fair enough, fair enough. If you're taking for artwork, that's kind of a bit different. Now, your obstacle is the Seven of Pentacles. Now, keywords of Seven of Pentacles are long-term view, sustainable results, perseverance, investment. Reversed is lack of long-term vision, limited success, or reward. So, reversed is suggest your efforts may be scattered at the time and you're questioning whether you're investing in the right areas. You may outline some initial money on things that will not produce fruit, or what you thought would make you happy is creating stress and anxiety and isn't worth the effort. Examine where you're investing your time, energy, and resources, and make sure you are satisfied with your current progress and receiving a return on those investments. Use a prioritization system to ensure you do not waste precious resources on areas that will not deliver results. Similarly, the reverse Seven of Pentacles suggests that even though you may continue to invest a lot of energy into a specific situation, you may not reap the rewards you're looking for. As a critical strength, the reverse Seven of Pentacles can show that you know when to stop investing in something when you see little return. And in a relationship reading, it indicates that you've been working very hard on laying the foundation for your relationship, and now you worry that you will lose all of it. So, in terms of how to evaluate this, if we're going to take this in terms of your artwork and your drawings, your art, the world reversed would represent either finishing your art or getting completion or becoming more of an artist. Whatever the interpretation is, I'm just tying on to the word art itself. With a challenge, your way of getting through with that would probably be, I'm going to say foresight. So work towards the future and work towards focusing on the future rather than short-term gain. Maybe also rely on other people to guide you or be a teacher in that case. Now, it's a visionary leader. Like, basically, you want to boss people around and tell you what to do. That's what the card actually means. But in terms, honestly, it's probably foresight. So use your foresight to kind of look into what you want to do or what you want to go pull with it, and that's how you should, go with it. In the Seven of Pentacles, your obstacle will be a lack of focus, not really sure what exactly to focus on, and it could also suggest that you may feel like that you're putting a lot of effort into something, but you're not getting the results you want, which is fine. It may feel bad, but just to take words from me, effort is its own reward. Like, cheesy as it is, everything, when you put a lot of hard work into it, you'll get some benefit back in some form. In this case, I think you might be too focused on the results that you're getting not matching what you want. But if you open your mind, you might find something that's a little more clear in that case. It could also show... So let's to reiterate, closing a project, art, finishing all that, becoming an artist, who knows. Then we have use your foresight to address this. Focus on the future rather than the here and now. Focus on what your goal is, and you'll probably get there from that. And the Seven of Pentacles is focus more. Your lack of focus may be your challenge in this case, as well as maybe being a little discouraged because your results do not match exactly what you're doing. Exactly what you want, at least. But at the end of the day, your efforts will reward you from logically. It's just right now, your obstacle will be just being disappointed with what you have. That's all. So that is your fortune, Theo. we'll move on to Iris. Iris, it's your turn. You hear, Iris? Just give me a shout if you're still alive. I still got to shuffle though, so that's no problem. But yes. So we do this. Yay! Okay, Iris, you're here. Got it. Easy, easy. Oh, well, right. I should also put away these because these are not your cards, and we go from there. Excellent. Yes. So I will do yours. Just gotta shovel the major, then the minor, and then we'll get the meanings. Clipping mode on. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. Okay, so now we have all this. Now we cut the deck once, and we do all of this. I don't actually have a specific shuffling method for all this, or how, like, a specific rule. It kind of happened. It is what it is and happened what it happened, so leads to some interesting results, but hey, if it works, it works. And if people resonate with it, great. At least I hope they resonate with it, because if they don't resonate with it, well, sorry, faulty product. My bad. Feel kind of bad. Okay. Major Arcana is all shuffled. We'll move on to Minor Arcana, and that leaves us with 5 more, including Iris. 4 if no one's up. Or, yeah. So... But the only ones I will probably be doing offline, like, sorry, for people who are not online, would be people who did point redeems, reserve their spots, and then we clip it for them to be able to view later. That's what I would do. Okie dokie. Oh, I turned to Ned Flanders for a moment. What just happened? Uh-oh. Howdy do, neighbor? Ugh. All right. And going on. Here we go. Man, I'm actually here. Okay, here's a dilemma that I'm currently dealing with right now. After this, if I take a break, I'm kind of tempted to do a Gorilla Stardew stream, because I have a problem, and I really want to make some progress because we just got to year 1. But I know if I play too much, I'm not going to be able to get stuff done, and I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm not going to get proper rest. Why the blue tie? The blue tie is because I like blue. Blue's good. So, it was a color that my mama picked, and I actually really liked it, so. Yeah, I like blue. Blue's a good color. My favorite color is purple, though. Blue is just one of them all. Yeah. So, honestly, no deeper meaning behind that, though. It's just a nice color. I like it. Yeah, I know, Theo. It's an addiction. Also, can I just point out that I've noticed people don't really throw as many things here while I'm doing this stream compared to, like, I don't know, my Stardew streams? Is it because people are just listening that intently? That'd be nice. So yeah. That's not a signal for you to start, okay? Just calm down. And at least if not for my if not for my sake, we do it for the people who are getting their readings done. So. Ow. Okay, I'll take some water. Yes. No, purple's a great color. It's also a color of royalty. Ow. Please. The color of royalty. So it's a very nice color, and I think more people need to give it more credit. Okay, so, Iris, your cards are interesting. Okay, let me load these meanings. Load these cards and get the meanings. So we will go get first this card right here. What number is that? Oh, it's that one. Okay. Oh, too far. Excuse me. A little sleepy right now. Okay, I went to bed early last night, so now my sleep schedule is all shifted back, which is a good thing. I like sleeping early, but sometimes I can't, or I get too busy or my schedule kind of slips, so it can't be helped. This card, perfect. Everything's loaded. Now we get the meanings, and we get this one, and then we get this one. Good. Got all the meanings. Now, Iris, your tarot cards are, starting off with the challenge. The challenge is the Sun. This is difficult because the Sun is actually a very purely positive card, typically. At least the upright is. We'll see what the reverse says. So, that being the case, your keywords are upright, positivity, fun, warmth, success, and vitality. Your reversed is inner card, feeling down, overly optimistic. So, because the upright is basically all positive, we'll go to the reverse for what your challenge is and what you need to address or what's coming up that may be difficult. So, the Sun reversed is calling to your inner child to come out and play. As adults, we get so lost in the hustle and bustle of everyday life that we forget how to have fun. But spend just a few minutes watching a kid play and you realize how wonderful and carefree their life can be when you learn to let go of your worries and concerns. When you see the Sun reversed in your tarot reading, see it as a permission to slip to leave behind your work and responsibilities even for just a moment and play. Sun reverse can mean you're struggling to see the bright side of life too. You may have experienced setbacks that damage your enthusiasm and optimism, perhaps led to a question whether you can achieve what you set out to do. You may feel depressed or left out and are no longer enjoying what you're doing. Your direction and path ahead may appear clouded or distorted. Nonetheless, the Sun is never a negative card, so this is only a temporary obstacle you can see be easily removed if you put your mind to it. On the other hand, you may be too confident or overly optimistic. While you're confident, you may become egotistical and out of touch. Now, that's just an insult if I just tell you that, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to say your challenge is either you're being too much of an adult, focusing on your responsibilities too much, and working too hard, as well as the possibility of you may just be really dejected because of something that may have happened or some circumstances that you're just not feeling good. Like, things seem rough, things seem bleak, and it's hard being positive. That's your challenge right there. But I'm also going to interpret it as, because this is the Sun card, it's a very temporary and fixable problem. So for sure, it's 100% a temporary and fixable problem that if you put your mind to it, you can absolutely fix it and get out of a funk immediately. That is what I'm getting from the Sun as your challenge. So yeah, either you're trying to, being an adult is really hard, and honestly, so it's time to be a kid, that's your challenge, or just feeling bummed out and having a rough time, that will get better. That is your challenge that you're trying to address. Now, your asset in addressing said challenge, so in this context, probably feeling better and happier immediately, or just, have some fun, be a lot more childish a little bit, is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, the keywords are for upright, are revisiting the past, childhood memories, innocent and joy. Reversed is living in the past, forgiveness, and lacking playfulness. Now, this is positive, so we're going to use upright. The upright meaning is the Six of Cards is a card that takes you back to the happy memories from your past, whether as a child, teenager, or young adult. You may simply be revisiting those memories in your mind, or you may travel back to your childhood home or reconnect with your childhood friends. You could go to high school reunion or reconnect with your old buddy. Teenage sweetheart or past lover may turn up again. These connections bring you a sense of joy and happiness as you reminisce over all the fun times you had together. Take this occasion to explore whether you still have a lot in common and if you wish to continue the relationship now. The Six of Cups often show an increased level of harmony and cooperation in your relationships. You're ready to give and receive without explanation. It invites you to get in touch with your inner child and experience fun as well, freedom and innocence that come with being a young child again. It also refers to children in your life and can suggest a pregnancy, a birth, and siblings who play nicely together. So your asset in this is basically a child at heart, which that's a good thing, I think. You can be more happy and enjoy the smaller things and simpler things and not have to get bogged down by adult stuff. And maybe also your asset could be just your childhood and visiting your child. Visiting your old times and reconnecting with the people in your past that were beneficial in your life. That's your asset in all this. So in terms of the Sun, yeah, I mean, it could just be like maybe you need to get in touch with your inner child to go relax a little bit. Just adulting's too hard. That's what the card so far is telling me. I'm not gonna assume a pregnancy because the last time I got assumed for something was a pregnancy, they were actually fat and then they slapped me in the face. So no, I'm not assuming a pregnancy whatsoever. If it is a pregnancy, congratulations! But no, I'm not taking that risk. Not again, no. Now, so your obstacle in addressing this is the Page of Pentacles. So a person. So this could be just an individual, or the meanings of the cards itself. So to go into it, the upright keywords are manifestation, financial opportunity, skill, and development. The reversed is lack of progress, procrastination, learn from failure. Hey, Obi Kanto Obi, welcome. What the? No, I'm not paying any alimony. No, it's never happening. Anyways, Page of Pentacles reverse. So this has to be negative. This will be the reversed. So the Page of Pentacles reverse says you're exploring a new project or business idea, but you're not ready to move forward with it just yet. You may be brainstorming ideas and would prefer to keep it a secret for now. That doesn't sound right. Reverse Page of Pentacles suggests that you're trying to get a specific project or idea off the ground, but every time you try, it seems to amount to nothing. Also doesn't seem right. Maybe too busy daydreaming about new goals without having taken any action on your original ones. So you need to review your goals and think again why you were initially motivated to achieve them. That might be it. And finally, it reversed. The Page of Pentacles reversed invites you to learn from your past mistakes. Even if a situation has not worked out the way you expected it would, you can discover new aspects of yourself that may help you in the future. And if you're struggling to see where you might have gone wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from these experiences and how can I avoid making the same mistake again? Be open-minded and curious. So I'm gonna say your obstacles would probably be, we have goals, too busy daydreaming about it. We have stuck on projects without the results. So I'm gonna say your obstacle in addressing your little stint is probably spinning your wheels and focusing too much on your work. That's what I'm gonna interpret it as, and focusing too much on new goals. So in overall, I guess the reading I'm getting at is, 1, you're feeling kind of down, you're feeling kind of bad, and you're adulting too much because of some responsibilities or what everything going on. Your asset would probably be your childlike, your inner child, enjoyment and having fun in a way that would enjoy yourself in a way that's not really an adult manner. So, I don't know, go to a theme park or something, while your obstacle in all this could just be focusing too much on your work, the difficulties you're having there, and the different troubles you got there that you may not be able to get there. Sorry. More clearly said, it's basically you're kind of not able to meet a lot of milestones that you want to, whether it be personal or work related. That will be your obstacle in kind of getting yourself out of your funk. So if you focus on just the smaller, more simple things like the childlike stuff that you do enjoy doing, that will be the way to get you to solve your little brief stint into unhappiness. So yeah, that's your reading, Iris. So I will put the cards away and move on to Divine. So yours is the one that's up next. But yeah, Iris, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helps in some way. If it completely missed the mark, then my apologies. You're welcome. I'm glad you loved it. Honestly, every single time someone says that they enjoy either watching what I'm doing or enjoying what I'm doing right now or appreciating what I'm doing, makes me warm and fuzzy inside and makes me really feel like that I can do a good job. I can do a good job and work very hard. Yeah. It really made sense? Great. Fantastic. Honestly, Theo, how's this? Just so I can make your life easier, you don't have to keep clipping so diligently. Clip the point ones if the person in question is not available. Because then they're the ones that aren't able to see it live, but they'll be able to catch it for the week. So if they're not here, don't worry about it. Sorry, if they're not here and it's not a point redeem, don't worry about it. And if it is a point redeem but they're not here, go ahead. And honestly, it's like if you want, I can tell you when to start recording or not. I'll try to keep that in mind. So just sit back and relax. I'd feel bad if I give someone like extra work, but I appreciate the proactivity and the desire to help out. So it means a lot to me. Can't wait to see if you're pregnant like me. That's not happening. Not in this reality. I don't know, okay? If you enjoy the work, well, use that for yourself. If you enjoy doing hard work, improve yourself. You got a lot of potential, and I'm sure a lot of people would like to see you succeed. No question about that. The way I see it, if you bring joy to other people, there's no question that you should actually deserve to bring yourself a little joy too. It's not even a matter of goodness or fairness. It's just a matter of equity. For sure. Alrighty, so still shuffling. Ow, please. Y'all need to stop. Stop! Okay. I gave it to you as a gift. Do not abuse. Alrighty, those cards are shuffled. And then after that, Ray is next. And I think I'm going to call it after I do Pan. I'll do yours last. So if I'm going to close off after that, because I think we're going to hit 3 hours if I do any more than that. So for my sake, and just for the sake of doing other things and maybe resting properly, I'm going to cut it off there. But I appreciate if anyone else is interested. I appreciate otherwise. And maybe we'll catch next time, for sure. Major Arcana shuffled. Now we'll do Minor Arcana. That. Yeah. So. And again, thank you for coming and thank you for staying. Like, I much appreciate everyone that's in. It's quite nice. Yep. But we're not resting yet. Still got plenty of time. Still got plenty of rest. And I still feel plenty of energy. Quite excited. I don't know. I'm just generally very excited for this week, and I could not tell you why. It just feels like this week's gonna be a very nice week. Yeah. No worries. So, I can handle it. I'm a big boy. Sorry, I'm an adult. I'm fully an adult. I don't know why I call myself a big boy. Oh no. So yes, okay. One more into the bridge. Not really bridge, sorry. It's kind of just a alternate one in the other sort of deal. Not too fancy. Yeah. Wait, no, I am an adult, please. Like, adults are just very large children that have matured. Or, in some cases, not matured. Kind of a shame, huh? Yeah, just, adulthood's weird. Some people seem more adult than others. For me, I still feel like I'm just, like, I have no clue what I'm doing. And I really just feel like I'm still the same stupid young adult, same stupid child I was when I was a, Adults are stretched out babies. That's a way to think about it. Yeah, I get it. Like, there's some things I kind of figured out, and sometimes I do feel very much like, oh crap, I actually am an adult. I know how to handle these things. But I think nowadays, I feel a lot more sure of myself and a lot more confident in my own, like, self and abilities. Not 100% sure. I'm actually don't have that much self-confidence, but it's a lot better than when I was younger, and I was a lot more lost and uncertain. So I think part of childhood is not being out, is kind of not being able to guide yourself and being don't know how. It's when you start being able to figure out and trying to guide yourself into unknown situations, and everyone's like, yeah, go for it. We don't know either. That's when you're an adult. It's when, like, I think maybe adulthood is very much when everyone goes, we have no damn clue anymore. And that's when you know you're an adult. And that's the scariest part. Okay, now I got the cards. Let me load this all up and get all the meanings real quick. Okay. That's one. And we get the second card. Ooh, what? Don't ship me. Only ship me if if the other person is okay with it. Like, I'm comfortable with whatever, but force and ships, if force and ships beyond that, just make sure all parties are involved. Otherwise, it gets weird. So just do it respectfully. All right. I've got an open mind, but if that open mind is making people feel uncomfortable, I will bring the hammer down. So behave yourselves. All right. Behave. All right. Good. Yeah, exactly. So long as everyone's okay with it, feel free. Now, I skipped a step. Hold on. Oops, one sec. I completely forgot what I was doing for a moment. This is my stream. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a solid 2 hours. How did I suddenly forget? Great. That's one. And we have this one. Yes, okay. Here we go. Now it's all loaded. This is sexually transmitted and could kind of be called a disease. My dad got pregnant? What? Theo, what? There was an STD all along. It's a parasite. That's such a shame to call it that way, because it can be something that's very happy if the people want it. So I know I've had some friends who they're in those stages and they're actually quite happy, and I'm glad for them. I'm very glad for them. Anyway, so Divine. Now that everything's ready, we're starting off with yours. Your first card is Strength, the challenge. Now, Strength, the keywords are upright is strength, courage, persuasion, influence, and compassion. Reversed is inner strength, self-doubt, low energy, and raw emotion. So we're going over to the reversed immediately. Because the positive just very much seems like, oh, things are great, you're doing fine, confident, everything's fine. So we have to go. So obviously that's too positive for a problem. So now, 1 second. Great. Okay. When Strength Reversed appears in a tarot reading, tune into your current levels of inner strength and confidence and self-belief. Are you overflowing in self-confidence or are you depleted? And how can you bring those aspects back into balance? If you have recently experienced a setback, you might be vulnerable and lacking in self-confidence. Know that your core strength will always be with you, and now is a good time as any to reconnect with this power. In fact, you may hold more strength and resilience than you give yourself credit for, so be kind to yourself. You can also reinvigorate your self-assurance and self-esteem by collecting evidence from your past that proves you are what it takes to succeed and overcome these temporary challenges. Check in on your energy levels right now. You may be sluggish, particularly if you've been dedicating yourself to serving others or if you've been pushing yourself to achieve a goal. In its shadow form, Strength Reverse can suggest that you're prone to explosive behavior, lashing out at others, and becoming aggressive. That'd be mean said. So, your challenge is basically you might be feeling kind of... Either your self-confidence is taking a hit and you're feeling kind of... feeling kind of bad. So that'd be your challenge. Your challenge would be probably recovering from said setback or said difficulty that you just recovered, and kind of getting yourself back to your same old peppy and regular self. Because it seems like the card itself is saying, hey, you're a pretty fine guy. He's pretty, confident and can get what they want done. That's basically the card typically. So when reversed in this case, in the challenge, it's about, I'm going to say it's about bouncing back and getting that self-confidence back and, bouncing back and becoming you again, fully you again after whatever difficulties you encounter. Your asset in addressing that is the Knight of Pentacles. This is came up already, but as a problem. Now we have this as your asset. So upright is hard work, productivity, routine, and conservatism. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, like the Knights of other suits, represent work, effort, and responsibility that follows up on dreams and ideals of the page. The Knight is the most hardworking, methodical, and detail-oriented character of the tarot deck. He may not be the most inspiring or creative Knight, but he'll do the work to get the results he seeks, even if that work is highly repetitive or routine. When the card appears in a tarot reading, you are working methodically towards your goals. You have a plan in place, and you're sticking to your schedule to get the job done. You may not work particularly quickly, but you're consistent, dedicated, and committed to your goal. The Knight of Pentacles shows that you're a natural planner and implementer. You envision your goal, determine the best course of action, and then stick to your plan with a methodical and relentless focus. Sometimes the Knight of Pentacles points to the more mundane or boring aspects of life, the daily grind, repetitive schedules, household chores, and other responsibilities and obligations. You may be assigned to a project or given a task to do, and you will have to commit your time to see what that project through to the end. I also suggest that you're taking a moderated and conservative approach to life right now. And while you may be feeling that change is imminent, you're sticking to your tried and tested ways of doing things. You have established that you need routine and careful planning if you are to achieve your goals. So in this case, your asset is probably your diligence. It's just flat out your diligence, your hardworking effort, and you can probably plan and implement things pretty well. So if you plan and implement something, not sure what, to bounce your belt stuff back, that could be your asset. It could also mean just reflecting on these things, both your hardworking nature, the things you put a lot of effort into, and the things you've done, like the things you've planned and implemented. Use that to spring yourself up to, perk yourself back up, be more confident, and, be more proud of yourself in spite of whatever setback you happen. Just one of those things of like realizing the failure you encountered is very much a anomaly compared to the successes you've done because of your hard work and your careful planning. That's your asset. Now, your obstacle in addressing all this is your Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, the upright keywords are inspiration, new opportunities, growth, and potential. The reversed is an emerging idea, lack of direction, distraction, and delays. Now we'll go to the reversed. The Ace of Wands reverse suggests that you can sense an idea emerging from within, but you are uncertain what form it will take or how you will manifest it into the world. You may have energy and passion in spades, but you do not yet have a clear outlet to express them. You may be waiting for something else to happen before you pursue that idea, or you may prefer to keep your idea private until your confidence kicks in. The reverse Ace of Wands can suggest that you're finding it difficult to define your purpose in life and what you want to create. The lack of direction may sap your energy levels and leave you unmotivated and uninspired. As a result, you're often asking yourself if this is what you want in life and whether you might be something. There might be something better elsewhere. However, when you think about what other opportunities may appeal, you struggle to know what you want. The reverse Ace of Wands may be a sign that frustrating delays are impeding your project as well, on your projects and ideas. You are likely to feel very impatient, especially if you are action-oriented and have only just started to gain momentum in your activities. So, I'm going to see your obstacles in addressing this. Your challenge being getting your strength back and getting back up to snuff. More tangibly, probably delays on whatever plans and everything you're trying to do. You're going to hold back and not able to kind of put all that through. So that may even be the source of it too. You have some sort of delay or some sort of trouble that had a new idea or project that completely gutted it and left you feeling stupid, feeling bad, and feeling really down on yourself and hard on yourself too. So that could be exactly the obstacle in addressing that, because if you focus too much on that, you're obviously going to make yourself feel worse rather than feel more confident. So maybe at the end of the day, this just seems like you just need a pep talk. The whole thing may just very much, hey, you need a pep talk. Like all it is that you had a setback. Those things happen. It's not the end of the world, because you had a lot of successes and you had a lot of good things, whether through your hard planning and your hard work. Like clearly, wherever you've gotten to and whatever opportunity you had to get that project, you had to put a lot of effort to get there in the first place, and you should be proud of that. So whatever else is left there is just a delay. Just a delay or a minor mistake. You can fix it, you can put the plan in, and you have the capability to do so. That's all. And I think that is exactly what you need to fix your problem. There you go. And that is Divine's tarot reading. Thank you very much. So I hope you enjoyed that one. And considering what I'm seeing in chat, seems like I did hit the nail on the head, huh? You're welcome. You're welcome. No problem. Yes, you're doing great. And take the words of everyone that's encouraging you as yeah, genuinely, like, think about it. Like, if you're getting, though, you take words of encouragement, because I think that's all you need right now. It's like, a setback is a setback. It's natural to feel bad about messing up, but at the end of the day, don't let it discount the hard work you've done to get to wherever you are, okay? That's very key. And I say this as both a lesson that I myself am trying to memorize as well, because I guess I am, apparently. So just keep that in mind. And this applies to everyone else too. It's like, give yourself credit for for being here. Like, it takes a lot of effort to, be alive. Like, it's difficult. Like, getting out of bed, eating, being on a schedule, committing to your responsibility as perfectly as you can, and not messing up. It's hard. Like, so give yourself some credit. Be happy about what you're doing, and be happy that you're here. Like, you should be, reward yourself for getting here. Like, and if you think it's easy, then great. That just means you worked hard to get to that easy feeling. That's all. So give yourself credit where you feel it, where credit may not be due, because everyone gets it. But I think that just means everyone needs the credit. And I say this again, this is a lesson that I myself am trying to learn. So if I seem like I'm too hard on myself, it's not me being a hypocrite. It's just I'm not a really good student to my own lessons. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But now we're moving on to Ray's reading. So right now I'm shuffling the cards. And unfortunately, I accidentally did this backwards. I'm doing a minor arcana first. But hey, that should be fine. No trouble with that. But I'm glad it worked. I'm glad it hit out. And I'm hoping you feel a little better, at least from, if not my pep talk, you have, oh, thank you. But at least if not from my pep talk, you at least can more clearly see that whatever difficulty you have is not, it's not the end of the world. And if it is difficult, then you can definitely tackle it. I'm hoping that at least going through this can help you with that at least. No problem. It's giving out positivity, a little bit of insight is totally cheap. So I'm happy to hand it out. As for salaries, no, that's not cheap. So I'm not handing any of those out. So stay broke, kids. Y'all interns are not getting that pay packet. Never, ever. Stay broke. Go make your money elsewhere, because it's not for me. Okie dokie. So, y'all think it's so hard. This is not an invitation to change your job either, please. Y'all are stuck here forever. Well, until then, not really. Only when you sign the legally binding contract, but I'm not finished with that yet, so don't worry about Okay, now that's shuffled. We'll move on to the next deck. And go to there. And then afterwards is Pans. And then we'll move on to Time, as Time is still here. But if not, then we'll end it right there. But yeah, thank you for waiting patiently for everyone who's still around. It's greatly appreciated. And I know it's a lot of waiting, and I know it's been long. So, but I do appreciate it regardless. So, thank you very much. I will say it again and again. Okay, now we can split. Also, if you're wondering about the music choice, because I didn't pick something so mystically and swirly, and you can imagine like smoke clouds coming out of a bottle or something. Like I picked this because I do think tarot reading should be a little more fashionable, more marketable. Know what I mean? So something a little more relaxing and a lot more, chipper. Yeah, it's relaxing. I like it. I'm also listening to it too. Like the BGMs I download are stuff that I like to listen to. I appreciate you streaming every time I pop in. It makes my day a little better. Aw, making my heart warm, melt feel. Aw. You're still not getting your paycheck though, but you're making me feel pretty good. Can't butter me up that well. But hey, that's what I'm doing this. If I can make someone's day better and just make things a little, make things a bit brighter, make life seem a bit more hopeful, make people feel stronger, I guess, feel more capable, then I have, I'm doing exactly what I'm doing. So that's all. Yeah. Butter I smeared on your chair may butter you up? No! That's gonna leave oil stains on my pants! No! I'm gonna look like nope, not gonna say it. I almost said it, but I'm not gonna say it. Getting the meanings. Alright, Ray, you ready for this? Because it looks like we got a whole new set of cards again. And I'm looking forward to this one. Yes! Excellent, excellent. So just gotta load it in. And here we go. And we get this card as well. And nah, don't worry. It's I can at least tell you it's not catastrophic. It might actually be a very hopeful one and positive one. So so you can at least relax a little bit from that aspect. So no worries about that. Now, to start off, Ray, your challenge is the Fool. Or basically the protagonist from Persona 4, 5, 3, all the Persona series, the main character, as well as Iggy from, the dog. But basically, from the keywords of the Fool, upright, are beginnings, innocence, spontaneity, a free spirit, and reversed is holding back, recklessness, and risk-taking. The Fool itself is a card of beginnings. There's a bit of numerology in there, and there's a bit of other things, where the idea of 0 is a empty circle that represents infinity almost, a infinite potential, and it's the beginning, because it's the beginning of every sequence almost, or mathematically at least. So, but we'll go to the reversed, but this card could very much be your challenge is that you're starting off something new in the beginning of something, and that could be exactly your challenge right there. Whatever you're starting new, and all the problems that come with it, like nerves, teething problems, or dealing with like initial difficulties. That's exactly what it could be. Now, reverse, the full reverse suggests that you have conceived of a new project but aren't ready to birth it into the world just yet. You may worry that you are not fit, or that you don't have all the tools, skills, and resources you need to make this project a success. Or perhaps you have a sense that the timing isn't right, something is holding you back, and you're preventing yourself from moving forward. You may choose to keep this new opportunity to yourself, or you might be parking it until it's a better time. You may fear the unknown, wondering what am I getting myself into. As a result, you have come to a standstill. Worried about taking any action where you don't know the outcome, this often boils down to the need to control everything. Balance this out with knowing that the universe has your back, meaning everything, have faith, and you can take this step forward even if you're unsure what to do. On the flip side, the full reverse can show that you're taking in too many risks and acting too recklessly. In your attempt to live in the total and the moment and be spontaneous and adventurous, you may also do so in total disregard of the consequences of your actions and engaging activities that put yourself and others at risk. Look to the bigger picture, consider how you keep the free spirit of the Fool without harming others. And the playful and fun energy of the Fool, the reverse suggests that you're exploring the spirit of on a more personal and quiet level. being more playful and stuff. For example, instead of letting your hair down and dancing up on stage, maybe in your bedroom when no one's watching and relaxing a little bit in your day-to-day life. So your challenge is basically, I'm gonna say it's either a new beginning, or in this case, maybe you have a new idea or project that you want to, make successful, facilitate, but you're not sure about the goals of it is or where it's gonna go. And whether or not, and of course I wouldn't know, but it could be something that's either in the thinking stage or you've just put it out there. But you're kind of unsure about where it's gonna go because, well, it's the beginning. You don't have any point of reference, and you then overcompensating and trying to make sure everything's working perfectly in turn. So that's your challenge. I'm gonna say it's either like it's totally just new beginnings and a potential new project that you just rolled out, like entirely new. So that's exactly what it is. Because I don't know, saying it's like what you're doing is too recklessly, that's not something that I would say, and I don't think that's something that I would let the cards say either, because I don't know your life. If maybe it may apply if your friend's having an intervention at some point, but right now at what I'm saying so far, I'm not gonna make it apply. So yeah, I'm just gonna say it's a new project you started, or a new idea that's like you want to facilitate, but you're still nervous about it, and an uncertainty of just, new stuff. That's all. So that's your challenge. Your asset in addressing all this is the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles, the keywords are upright, saving money, security, conservatism, scarcity, and control. The reversed is overspending, greed, and self-protection. So we'll go over the upright, because the upright seems to be the best, but the Four of Pentacles asks you to examine your relationship with money. Are you accumulating wealth and investing your money wisely while still enjoying your day-to-day life? Or are you desperately clinging to every coin, afraid to spend your money for fear that you do not have enough or could lose it forever? In its most positive state, the Four of Pentacles suggests that you have created wealth and abundance by maintaining a steady focus on your goals and acting conservatively. You are attentive to your long-term financial security, actively saving money and watching your expenses so you can accumulate wealth and live a comfortable lifestyle, not just now, but also into the future. You may consider a savings plan, a family budget, a retirement plan, safe investment so you can protect what you accumulated over time and slowly and steadily increase your net worth. It also typically accompanies a scarcity mindset, especially with money and material possessions. Instead of spending your cash and enjoying a comfortable lifestyle, you're choosing to stockpile your finances for fear you might lose it all or someone might take it away. It could also be restrictive to the point where it cuts out a lot of life's pleasures, including travel, social occasions, gifts, or fun activities. But for what purpose? Money works best when it can flow and exchange, not when it's being stashed away. It can also suggest that you're placing too much value on money and material possessions, and the broader lesson with it is that it is to honor and respect money, but don't become so attached that you lose sight of what's important to you. Friends, family, and happiness and love. If you're struggling with finances, Four of Pentacles come as a wise advice to manage your money. And beyond that, it appears when you're seeking out more control in your life. At work, you may be micromanaging or not letting others mess around with your area. In a relationship, you may be protective, even possessive, ensuring that no one else threatens what you build. On a personal level, you may have an inflexible attitude and resist change. You may even feel more inclined to hoard your possessions. After all, you established a way of living that works for you. Change feels like a threat to your certainty, safety, and security in life. Any suggestion of doing things differently is therefore going to be met with resistance. So playing it safe may be the way to go rather than taking any risk at this point. So, to interpret this as your asset, because this is a lot to take in, I'm going to interpret this as your strength is your forward thinking in terms of monetary and planning for the future in survival. So in this case, with money, material, and possessions, but with but you do not compromise your enjoyment in life and your friends and family. So you're not going full Scrooge McDuck and only prioritizing money, but you're also using it to enjoy yourself and keep yourself at it. On top of that, I'm gonna say it's also your caution. So your cautious nature as well. So being cautious, the way you handle your money and the way you balance with it in a very healthy relationship. You're not actually overspending, and you're also not hoarding it all. That's your asset in, addressing your challenge. So basically that's the thing that'll get you through your challenge. Like, you planned it out properly. You have everything to keep yourself going. You've already got your baseline and your foundation solid. Your foundation is all set up, and you're handling everything with a caution and taking that into account. And that's going to be what gets you through your new idea, new project, basically. So that's what we have so far. But your challenge is the King of Cups. Now, as I said, this could also mean a person, because if the card has a person as a subject, that could be a person. That can specifically be a person, and this is a king. So this could be a guy or some person in your life like that. Now, the keywords of this are upright, emotionally balanced, compassionate, and diplomatic. Reversed is self-compassion, inner feelings, moodiness, and emotionally manipulative. So, I want to say this as a light test. This could be interpreted as a emotionally manipulative and moody person. Could be your obstacle in succeeding this case. So keep that in mind. But I'll read the meaning and we'll interpret it from there instead. Because who knows? I don't know who you know. You may know nobody. So I wouldn't worry about that. Now, the reverse King of Cups indicates that you're focusing your attention on your innermost feelings. You're discovering the emotions stored in your subconscious mind and how these emotions affect you. Though through this work, you hope to gain a stronger sense of control over your emotional well-being so that your feelings don't steer away from living your best life. When the reverse King of Cups appears in your spread, you may be prone to emotional upset and drama. Others may trigger you or push your buttons hard, even though to where you worry you might lose it and throw away an emotional tantrum. You may also lack in self-compassion, beating yourself up over small things that have gone wrong. If this resonates, seek to understand the root cause of your emotions and bring your conscious awareness to the impact that you're having on your life. The reverse King of Cups could show that you're repressing your emotions and withdrawing from the outside world because of fear what may happen if you were to confront your feelings head on. Your feelings are bottling up inside you, and you are at risk of an emotional outburst if the pressure gets too much. If this resonates, consider finding a therapist to help you work through your feelings in a safe environment. At worst, the reverse King of Cups can represent someone who's vindictive and has a talent for being able to punish others through emotional manipulation. He uses emotional blackmail to get his way to push his agenda. He leaves you feeling uncertain about yourself and as if you are the problem, not him. This only leads to undeserved emotional instability within you. If this sounds like someone you have met in the past, you have still work to do in releasing yourself from his controlling forces. Ooh, that's a dark one. So, I guess interpreting this, it could just be your own feelings that are the obstacle in, addressing this sort of new project, the anxieties with it, where you're kind of, your own emotions may be holding you back, whether it be confidence or just worried that either however you're feeling about this you may be too prone to your feelings and worry that may drive your course somewhere else. So that's one way to take it. The others could be, you may just not have the confidence that you have in it. That could be the simplest one, and you will just need to you just need to have a little more confidence. And if not, it could just be past trauma with someone like an ex or something. I don't know. You may have had an ex that was just really did not treat yourself well. So yeah, just something that you gotta take some effort in taking after. But I will say, in terms of all this, if we're putting a positive spin and a productive spin on it, it's a new journey, a new project, a new entry into it. And of course, there's typical concerns with it. There's no problem with that. Like, that's just your concern and things you want to fix. But your caution, your planning, and everything you put into that, you're doing with it. Have the fun rest of the stream. You're gonna head to bed? Okay, thanks for coming by, DDP. I much appreciate you attending, so I hope to see you later. But make sure to rest well. And that applies to everyone else after I'm done too. Make sure you're also properly resting too. Don't stay up too late. But yeah, in terms of it, your proper planning and whatever is leading into something good. And it'll protect you from whatever difficulties and whatever, stresses or whatever emotional turmoil you may have towards that new journey, while you're kind of worried that your emotions may stop you for that, or even your past traumas or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna pry. I almost want to guess that this might be like a relationship-based thing based on how all the cards are, or it could just be as simple as a project, but I'm leaning more to the relationship bit. That's what I'm thinking. But I won't pry. That's not mine to share. It's all on you, up to what you want to believe in that. And if not, well, whatever you're taking from it, I hope it helps out. But that was Ray's tarot reading. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I hope you well, I can guess that you enjoyed it because the faith went up, so hope you liked it, and I hope it didn't cause you too much trauma, I guess. Whoops. All right, now, Pan, your turn. Funny noise. Let me think. No, that's not funny. That's just gross. Oops, sorry. But hey, that's yeah, Pan, you're up now. Okay. Curse you for making me do something embarrassing. Way too accurate? Yeah. I've been getting a few of those, and honestly, I'm shocked how even I'm shocked how accurate these are, and I'm the one doing them. Jeez. Clear it out. Oh, wait, nope, not that one. Let's see, Pam. Are you ready? Are you ready for a tarot reading to see your future and be exposed to everybody else? Because I sure ain't. I don't like exposing others. Not my whole business. Not my business. Not any of my business. Righto. And if y'all enjoy this, I do so just to shill myself. Just a little bit of marketing. I'm planning on doing this every Monday. Yeah. So if you want to come by, get another one, see if you can help yourself out for the next week, feel free to come by. Love it. Always happy to do more. Always happy to do more. And it's good for practice for me too. Like I really want to get good practice. Excellent. Don't be scared. Well, hold on. There's a song for this that I can do. It's like, don't you disrespect me, man. Don't you derogate or deride. You're in my world now, not your world. And I've got friends on the other side. First day watching Twitch and it's been so fun. Oh, welcome. I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself. I'm technically still a newbie. I've only been at this for about 3 weeks, so I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself. But hey, we can be newbies together. Even though I'm technically more your senior at this point, but hey, what can I do? So, but yeah, if there's any lessons, I'm sure anyone can actually teach ya. So I'm glad you're having a lot of fun. Meet some good people and join some communities too. I'm sure you can make some new friends. It's always great. Fantastic to do all that. Okay, Major Arcana is shuffled. Now onto the Minor Arcana. Yeah, but if you dabble in like this donations and if you dabble in subscription and everything, just be careful. Try to spend within your means. I know everyone appreciates donations to actually keep doing what they love and everything. It's nice, and even I'm no different. I want to find a way to be able to show like appreciation to everyone that has helped me out, and then instead of just that up there, these scrolling messages. So, but I appreciate it at least, and I'm sure everyone else does too. But just take care of yourself. Don't start spending your money for bad reasons or superficial reasons, I guess. If you're doing it for wholesome reasons and you just want to support the person, great, feel free. But don't take a loan. Don't spend outside your means. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself first. I'm sure nobody would mind. And if they do mind, punch them in the face because they're being ungrateful. It is, huh? Well, I mean, I could link it. It's completely commercially free, so I don't mind. I got it from Dova BGM. So, oh, thank you. I'll drink some water after this one. Still didn't get around to getting a card because you're lazy. It's just spending too much time if you had one. Yeah, I can understand that. This is for art, right? Just gotta take your time. Like, honestly, like, there's no rush. The only rush I can think of is for like financial woes, and that's fine. That's obviously, it warrants some urgency, but at the end of the day, take your time. Like, no need to burn yourself out quickly. There's like, I think everyone will understand their patience. If you have a contract, sure, that's a bit different, but if it's a personal requirement, yeah, don't worry too much about it. Take your time. You are entitled to your own time. Okay, I want to say the tarot is shuffled, so the minor's all done. So let me take a sip of water before I start loading everything else out. I give you this whole wholesome speech and hit me with a banana? Come on! You wound me, Iris. You wound me. Look at me, I'm bleeding right here. Entirely. My feelings, that hurt. How are you going to reimburse me for hurting my feelings, okay? My valuable, fragile feelings. That's lovely. This is not the first time I've seen that. Uh-oh. Oh no, chat's love language actually is a banana. Alright, so doing the draws. Oh, not too bad. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. I held my spit the wrong way. My bad. Ooh, bad. Excuse me. Now, what card number is that? This one, God. Banana kiss? What's a banana kiss? What's a banana kiss? Why does it sound dirty? I don't like it. Okay. Now we have this card. Okay, this one popped up again, so we'll have... Oh, actually, no, but this had popped up in a different... Did it? I don't remember. Oops. And this one is this one. Okay, now. Here. And now we get the meanings. There we go. Now we have... Yep. I hope I don't disappoint, but at least I hope... But at the end of the day, I hope you have fun. We got a couple repeats with this one, so... Oh, that's the wrong website. Hold on. Now, Pan, your tarot, starting off. First of all, your challenge is the Hierophant. So, Kakyoin. So my recommendation is protect your mom, because you got a mom hunter on her butt. Jokes aside. The meanings of this, the keywords of this card, upright, are nurturing, practical, providing financially, a working parent, and the reversed is financial independence, self-care, work-home conflict. Now, let's go over to the... Oh, wait a minute. I was reading the wrong keywords. Let's start that again. The upright is spiritual wisdom, religious beliefs, conformity, tradition, and institutions. Oops. Reversed is personal beliefs, freedom, and challenging the status quo. Oh, it's my favorite card, actually. So we'll go to the reversed. Now, the Hierophant reversed in its most positive form, the Hierophant reversed reminds you that you are you are your own teacher. All the wisdom you seek comes from within, not from some external source of power. You're being guided to follow your own path and adopt your own spiritual belief system rather than blindly following others. It may feel unsettling at first, as you make your own knowledge, your own way, but over time, you'll learn to trust yourself and tap into your inner knowledge. With the Hierophant reverse, you no longer need external approval to succeed. You're ready to go it alone and do it your way, even if that means going against convention. The Hierophant reverse is also about challenging the status quo. You see alternative ways of viewing the world and are ready to test that very ideas and concepts you were taught were the truth. You no longer accept the rigid structures, traditions, and dogmas surrounding you. The Hierophant reverse encourages you to examine the way we do things around here and ask yourself whether it aligns with your values. You may have been running an autopilot for a while following the crowd, but now you see the change needs to be made. Taken further, the Hierophant reverse is like a rebellious teenager who begins to question society and takes part in anti-institutional activities. There may be run-ins with authorities or conflict with parental or authoritative figures. So, I will preface this with, please don't do anything illegal, or if you do, please don't tell me. I don't want to be responsible for any of those or inciting those, so yes. But anyways, this card is typically a card of challenging the status quo and breaking traditions. So very much so, it's could be that you see either a change that needs to be made or something that you're not happy with that everybody else does that you yourself want to try differently. And you may be onto that. So trust your instinct, trust your judgment, and it is something that you may, you can trust yourself because you got the knowledge for it. So that could be something very much that is within your ballpark. Because typically the Hierophant's very much traditions and blah, 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 institutions, doing that. So in this case, I want to say it's challenging institutions and status quo. That is your challenge itself. Might be too broad. Could be something as very much as there's some rules that are not lining up with you, some regulations, some orders you've been given either by a teacher or a partner or like a boss that they don't know what they're doing and they're telling you, oh, this is what we've always done, but now you want to do something differently because it's smarter and you have the experience and the wisdom yourself that you've been taught. So I want to say that's the challenge. It's basically you're kind of challenging some sort of either order or rule that has kind of come up to you that you find stupid from your own personal wisdom that you've experienced. That's the challenge you got to take. Because status quo, huge world, change the world, too broad. That may be a goal of yours, but in terms of my little 3-card spread, it's too broad for this little thing to be able to cover. So for more specifically, I think it's just like either a workplace disagreement, either with a superior, or even just like a policy at school or some other area. I don't know your life. It's something that you want to change because it's just stupid right now as is. Now, your asset in this is the 7 of Pentacles. It's 3 a.m. Go to bed then, Iris. You don't have to stay the whole time. I appreciate you staying here, but that's late. Unless you're like a night owl, go rest. Like, I don't mind. Seriously, trust me. I'm just happy you came by. So, anyways, back to the card. Upright is long-term view, sustainable results, perseverance, and investment. Reverse is lack of long-term vision, limited success, reward. So we had this, I believe we had this as our obstacle for someone else, but yours is an asset. So the upright is one single card describes you. Well, they're kind of vague, so they apply to a lot of people, but I'm glad you resonate with it. Now, 7 of Pentacles upright shows you understand the value of putting in time and energy now for longer term rewards and have a strong desire to invest in sustainable results, not looking for quick wins, and you want to make sure you're putting your attention in the right areas instead of wasting time on effort and tasks that do not deliver any value. This card appears in a tarot reading. See it as an invitation to step back from the day-to-day operations and look at the bigger picture. Celebrate what you've created and assess what your progress is so far. Are you on track? And are you focused on the right task to your goal? Similarly, if you're planning for the future, the Seven of Pentacles encourages you to take a long-term view and assess where you can best invest your time and energy for the maximum output. You do not want to keep putting your heart and soul into something if you won't reap the rewards for your work. If you have been working hard or putting the extra effort into something challenging and important for the last few months, the endeavor or project is near its culmination. Sometimes, however, it can indicate frustration with slow results. You have been laboring away at something important, and you may feel concerned with your efforts will be unrewarded. Be patient and appreciate the progress you made so far. If your work has not paid off as planned, remember that your expectations may be unreasonable. There are no guarantees. Be grateful, focus on the present, and do what you can with what you have. So, I want to say with this card, your asset is a long-term viewpoint and a understanding and a capability to work steadily and work hard to make the long-term result, not the quick and easy, not the quick and dirty. You're willing to get the best result with a lot of effort, and that is admirable. So that is your asset to addressing said whatever bullshit policy or thing you're trying to challenge. So the hard work and the diligence is what will get you through this, and the long view and the long goal is your asset and your biggest strength in doing all of these anyways. So that is your asset, but your obstacle in all this, the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is as to repeat myself, it could very much be an individual. But in this case, so I'm not going to say it's an individual because I don't know your life, but it could be interpreted that way. But the keywords are a nurturing, practical, providing financially, or a working parent. Reverse is a financial independence, self-care, work-home conflict. This has been used as a detriment before, so I'll be quick about this. Apologies. But as a reverse, oh, thank you. Ow. Ow. Right. Self-care. Got it. Thank you. When the Queen of Pentacles is upright, you're focusing on... Oh, we want to toggle my glasses too. Okay, I can do that. Here. Hey, glasses on. Now, when the Queen of Pentacles is upright, you're focusing on nurturing and providing for others. When reversed, you are turning that caring energy to yourself. You're creating financial independence and working for yourself. Also suggests that you're nurturing yourself on a personal level, preparing nutritious meals, and going on a retreat alone. At times, the reverse Queen of Pentacles can reveal that your work and home life are out of balance and you're putting too much of your attention in one area to the detriment of the other. On the other hand, you may be consumed by your job, spending long hours at the office, traveling for business, and bringing your work home. On the other hand, your home and family life may be taking over and you're unable to give your attention to your work. That could be your difficulty. Similarly, it could point to an inner conflict when it comes to balancing work and personal priorities. Despite trying to make it work, you may consistently feel that you're not giving enough of your attention to either your work or home life. So in this case, I want to say your obstacle in addressing said difficulty, it could just be either a balance in what you're dealing with at work and home, or I don't know. I'm even gonna hazard to say it could be something to do with, okay, dumb guess. This could very much be wrong. I could say that this is you trying to fight a work at home policy, and this is exactly what you're doing, and what you're juggling right now will be entirely fixed if your job actually gave you, hey, let me work from home. That's my guess. But in the actual reading, but that's just my guess. This is not educated. This is just whatever. But in terms of these cards, it could just be like a balancing issue, either something you can't deal with at work, so you get something you deal with at home that's affecting the others, and that's going to be your greatest obstacle. Or it could be your personal conflict of figuring out whether this is too much of a personal bias or work bias, whatever. So that could be what gets you in the way of addressing said challenge. So to quote here, it could be some of the suggestions they had here is you may also need to make new agreements with your partner or boss so you don't feel overcommitted. So, balance it out, make discussions, make things a little, and manage your expectations a little better, lower them all so that so everyone understands what you're going through, and maybe getting some additional home, like maybe, I don't know, a cleaner or a housekeeper or a nanny. Those are possibilities. But yeah, so a quick summary again. You're challenging the status quo or trying to change something that's really stupid that you think. Either, dumb thing that doesn't really work, but it will help in the long run. Your asset is a long-term work and a focus on the long term and an understanding of that and a willingness to commit to that sort of work. And your obstacle could just be, either personal biases or personal investment and your home or work life. So that is your reading pan. And I hope that helped you out in some way. Or, I don't know, gave you some insight, or, I don't know, scared the bejeebus out of you. That's also another thing, I guess. So, yeah. The cards are gods. Well, thank you. I think the cards can hear you at least. So, but glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. But I'm going to put these away because that was the last tarot reading of the night. So, to everyone, the years of magic are working apparently. Yeah, no kidding. So, thank you everybody for coming. That was 3 hours of tarot readings. And admittedly, that was much longer than the last one I did. So, thanks again for everybody that came by. Much, much appreciated. I had quite a lot of fun, and I hope everyone enjoyed what they got. And if they didn't get a reading, I hope they enjoyed listening in, or, you know, took it easy. Yeah. That was so fun. Thank you, Iris. Thank you. I greatly appreciate the feedback. And if it was fun, then thank you very much. But with that being said, let's find someone to raid. So I'm going to look on Twitch real quick. But as we do that, let's quickly give it a reminder. It gives me what the great cards see. Yeah. So if you have a hold on. If you have a subscription, copy paste this message. That's upcoming. Stream Elements. Stream Elements. Oh wait, no, hold on, I'm stupid. Sorry. That's the shout out command. Thank you, Theo. I'm dumb. If you see that message right there by Stream Elements is our raid message. If you have a subscription, just copy paste it and paste it. Thank you, Roland. You're a very nice guy. Oh, thank you very much. I try. So, but today, I've already raided someone this morning. So I try to have a policy of raiding someone new and raiding a friend of mine. So this morning I raided a friend of mine. So I'm going to try raiding somebody new. So I'm going to do a quick browsing of who's available. And we go from there. So yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. There we go. Now, who do we want to raid is the question. Oh, this person's playing FF14. Yeah, they're just starting. All right, we'll raid them. Let me also write that down as well. Oh, they're a little dog person too. Nice. Okay. So let me quickly write this down. We're gonna raid this individual right here. So raiding sea salt chocolate. I spelled that wrong. Hold on. Huh. That's weird. Why can't I find them? Let's do this one instead. Yes, take no prisoners. Wait, why can't I raid them? Hello? They're not appearing on my raid list. That's very weird. That's odd. Huh. I don't understand why that's happening. You know what? I'll put the rules away too. I guess I'll find someone else to raid. That's a shame. Sorry about that. Who else could we raid then? Let me see. Also, if you have any suggestions, I don't mind taking them too. Like I'm happy to take that to raid whoever. It's just this is mostly just a matter of me looking. But if you have a suggestion, I'm happy to get to know someone new. This is not bad. Okay. Don't know about that one. We'll keep looking. This one is all. Oh, wait a minute. I want to see more about this person real quick. Hold on. Yeah. Let's no. Well, they're kind of new, so I haven't started. You want to say Zephyr since she just started streaming as we talked about rating, but we did it recently? Yeah. I saw Zephyr and I was actually considering it, but I like I said, new people. I want to do new people, and I will raid Zephyr again sometime in the future at some point, but not today. Just for now, we'll just be spreading the love, because honestly, it's like VTubing is hard, and streaming is hard in general too. And it's like if you can help out someone who's either below you, that's something that I really want to do, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So, see what I can do about that. Oh wait, crap! This guy's actually doing Stardew Valley. Let's raid them. Let me see.
Excellent. Okay.
Nice. All right. We're rating this VTuber right here. This person's playing Stardew Valley, so another Stardew Valley lover.
Yes, my addiction. Fantastic. Amazing. Wow.
So, we'll be rating this one. But once again, thank you everybody for coming. I greatly appreciate it. Nice meeting everyone new, and appreciate everyone new that followed. Hope to see more of you in the future. But with that, I'm gonna go rest. Maybe get some other stuff done. But I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow if you want to come. I don't know. Bye-bye.